epic tweets.
Yeah.
With Jim and Sam.
I like the new name. The listeners voted on the new name for today's program, and I think it's fair.
I think you got to the show. We're live. This isn't a replay from last week. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Where does it say that?
It doesn't say that anywhere.
I don't see that anywhere.
No, it says something else. But the people doing the show are Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. It says something else on the wall.
Well, you're not going to say the name of the show? Well, come on, how are we supposed to promote for
People
today?
can read it on the pad data. It's okay.
They can, but what if they're listening? What if somebody's hustling and bustling to work?
The wall says horsecock and Sam.
Yeah, it's just I like the name of that shit.
Yeah, no, I don't think, and for some reason they made the graphic with you as like a half man, half horse.
I like that, and you're like a cowboy, right?
A centaur, and I've got a lasso.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to bring that wild centaur in.
That's right. You're going to rein in that talent and make it work for you.
That's right. That's my job here. I got my cowboy hat on, and I'm ready to rein in this wild centaur.
Yeah, this wild horse.
It's a centaur with no hair on his chest,
No,
though.
it's really not. And then a very, very happy expression on his face. It's not a very rugged-looking centaur at all.
No, it's really not. And he's just so happy, too.
Yeah. It's like a show tune centaur.
It looks like a eunuch centaur.
Yes, it does.
Like, there's no genitals to be said.
No, that's not the horsecock image I was hoping for.
No.
A white fucking unicorn-looking thing with me on the top.
Yeah, no, and I don't recall wearing a cowboy hat.
No, the face is you, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
That's your face.
Yeah, well, again, I think we got a lot to work out here. The name doesn't work.
Well, I think it's terrific. People voted. I didn't think it was going to be the name. Like this is the one you wanted. If you remember my tweet, I didn't want this one.
I'm pretty sure I didn't vote for this one. You see, the problem was that your tweet, the poll that you put out, Horsecock and Sam won by 75%.
Morning Hijinks was my favorite.
That was the only other option.
Yeah.
People could either choose Morning Hijinks or Horsecock and Sam. Which, I mean...
It's redundant?
No, it's not redundant at all. It's ironic, if anything. But do people know which one of us is which at that point? I don't think it's right.
Won by a landslide, almost 5,000 votes, and a lot of them were for Horsecock and
It really
Sam.
is. I thought you were joking, but it is. It's 4,900 votes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of votes.
I mean, the people have spoken. This is who they think I am.
Yeah. Horsecock.
Yeah, and you're Sam.
Right.
Fair.
Maybe because they know there's no hijinks to be had here.
None.
And so it's not going to happen.
Morning Hijinks is not a good title. That was what you wanted.
That isn't.
Wait, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, that's right.
I forgot. I'm mixed up. I'm tired.
Right. You're mixing up your own improv exercise.
Do you like coming in this at 8? It was not bad this morning. It was weird. Like the city's so much fucking busier coming in. Like it's you can't take a cab at this hour. It's just traffic is horrible.
Yeah, this is like the cutoff point because I drive in the morning and it's okay. Like I leave like a little before 7 and I get here by like 7:35 or so, and it's okay. Any later than this, and it would be a disaster. It'd take hours to come in.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But this is the cutoff before everything gets really, really bad. But I don't mind. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if I wasn't doing night shows too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's a little rough.
I was so. Remember, didn't I tell you last time about how pissed I was at a cab driver who decided to take the long way?
Oh yeah. Do you want to do my cabbie character? I'm going to drive you, my friend. It's a new character I'm doing.
It's not what I wasn't setting you up.
You think it's a good character?
No.
Why?
It's like it's based on like a 1992 ethnic stereotype.
I'm driving to the place, my friend.
Are you
a new character?
No, it's great. Are you drinking a Slurpee too?
Yes, I'm going to go to 7-Eleven, my friend.
Oh, that's really funny.
Thanks, yeah.
Because it's like, it's a Pakistani guy, right?
There's no real ethnicity to him. He's just the average cabbie, because you don't see the face, you just hear the voice.
Oh, I see. I see. Does he have a name or just,
I'm cabbie.
I'm glad you put like thought into it. You're developing it.
I just want it to be like a new character on the show.
It's fun.
Okay, so what happened?
So last night, because I got two choices for trains when I'm leaving at night, and one gets me home at like 1:15, which is like leaving right after the show, and the other one gets me home around 2. So
I'll take you faster, my friend. My friend.
We're not friends.
You don't like that?
No.
All right.
No. It's
Travis, comment?
It doesn't even sound like a cabbie.
No, I'm not. I'm not even going to.
Do you like the new character?
Yes.
Thank you.
I do.
He doesn't.
Okay. 2-1.
Compared to your other characters, I like this one.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So I got in with like plenty of time to get to Grand Central, like just not enough time to walk there, but plenty of time to take a cab there from here. And the guy goes up because I caught him right outside, and he goes to up in Times Square there, you know, right a block above us, and he drove all the way to 42nd Street through Times Square.
Wait a minute, you caught him north going on 6th Avenue, or you told him going south on 7th?
No, I caught him coming up 48th. On this side of the building.
48th, so that's going west.
He's going to turn left, but then he can turn right down, and he can go across like 5th Avenue or something like that.
Okay.
But instead, he stayed in the midst of Times Square for the entire trip. It took 3 times as long.
Did you ask him to switch? Sometimes you got to tell these guys where to go.
By the time it was like fuck.
Sir, could you make a left here, please?
That's what you would say?
In a second. Oh, they hate me. I fucking bark out directions because I know the way I want to go, and a lot of times they just don't give a fuck, so they'll go slow. I'm going to get you there, my friend.
Is that what he says in response?
Twitter's blowing up with, this is a successful character.
I'm checking it. I haven't seen not a single tweet about it.
People are laughing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they're laughing and enjoying sharing it with their friends.
They're using their fingers to wipe their laughter tears.
Yeah.
Then they'll tweet
they're
about
like getting audio grabs. It's going viral.
That's what you think's happening?
Yes, I do.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, it's going to be viral.
They're doing audio grabs and going viral.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen to this new character. It's going to be great.
Right.
So yeah, you got to tell them.
For you guys not from New York City, this is what they sound
this
like.
Is so organic. Yeah, you got to tell them, man. I tell guys because they're coming to work in the morning. There's a certain road they used to be able to make a right on, and now they can't. For some reason, the city, New York does that once in a while. When you're going to make a turn, it just goes no turn here. So you got to go 3 blocks out of your way and then up and then back. Like, it's a fucking nightmare. So you got to tell the guy the way you want to go. If he's going the wrong way, you got to really bark out where you want to go.
I got to the train station a wonderful 3 minutes after I needed to be there.
Oh, so did the train wait for you?
No, the train moved along its merry way.
So what was the? What
I had to take the other train, which gets me home at like 2 o'clock in the morning
instead of
1:15.
It's like I wasted almost an hour of your life.
Just yeah. That's an hour of sleep or whatever that I just kind of had to sit around and wait for.
How annoyed were you?
I was furious.
Did you sense it happening when it's happening? Like, all right, this cocksucker I'm going to be late.
Yeah. But by the time I was late, there was no coming back. Like, I'm not going to catch a cab in Times Square to get there in any amount of time. It was like, now it's 5 minutes before I have to be at Grand Central, and I'm in the thick of it, as
What time
it were.
was this?
It's like 12:30 at night.
Oh, and there's a lot of traffic at 12:30?
In Times Square there is. Everywhere else it's fine.
Right.
But if you decide to make the turn and just drive through Times Square and check out all the wonderful billboards, then yeah, it's going to take a while.
You know, I was coming into the city yesterday morning. I landed, I flew home from Buffalo Monday morning.
Whoa.
And I
doing a little traveling, are we?
Yes, we are. And we're also, it ties in with what you're saying. It just kind of segs into the next.
Good. Explain things.
But we landed in JFK at 7 o'clock in the morning. And we're coming in, you know, the guy's taking some back roads to get us in here because Kelsey traveled with me because we work together. Mm-hmm. So, we get to a point, we're coming through the Midtown Tunnel and he jumps into the fucking express lane. Never get into those lanes. You know the lane where they put up a barrier and there's only one lane of traffic and you can't get out of it?
Right.
Because there's a barrier on each side?
Yeah.
Never take that. I don't care if it looks wide open and there's a fucking tank parked in the middle of the other 2 lanes. Take the other 2 lanes with the tank.
Take the tank lanes.
It's going to be faster than that fucking lane is a trap because first of all, the car breaks down, you're stuck, you can't get out.
That's it.
So he takes that lane and I'm not, it was like a cartoon. We just stopped. Fucking zipping by and I finally had to say, I'm like, why, how come they're going faster?
You said that?
I asked like a boy. Like I wanted to go, why the fuck are we in this lane? But I couldn't say that. So I'm like, why are they going faster? Like I figured my childlike innocence would spark an honest answer.
You have two opposite ends of the spectrum. There's no middle with you. You're either an 8-year-old that's confused or an angry, abrasive man.
Yeah, who would you rather have in the car? 8-year-old. That's the answer.
Okay, go on.
So anyway, we're in this lane, we're trapped, and I'm like, why are they going so fast?
That's what you said.
It's the only thing I could think of without exploding and getting screamed at and thrown out of the car on fucking on 495 eastbound, westbound.
How did he respond?
He goes, man, this is supposed to be faster, this lane. And I knew he just made a mistake within judgment. But it was like, it bothered me on principle to the core. You never take that fucking shit single lane, ever.
How's that an excuse to your professional driver? Right?
Well, you don't know. If once you jump into that express lane, if all things look a certain way and then you go over the hill, One is traffic. You can't see.
But he could know it's a trap. You knew it was a trap,
I would have known it was a trap.
and you're not even a professional.
No, I'm not.
Half the time you're strap hanging. If I know correctly.
Yeah, and QR is my normal.
Is that right?
Yeah. I was RN today.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that's how they say it.
Yeah, I'm a big wheel in this town.
We'll talk about that because I got to do some reading at the train station while I was waiting for the train.
Did you enjoy your reading?
Oh, very much so. But what I was doing in the back of the cab, instead of saying anything, was making passive-aggressive sounds.
Oh, like what? Oh, yeah.
Sucking my teeth, exhaling.
Oh, my God.
Slapping my thigh. Ugh. Like just making the whole time. And guess what? The cabbie? Reactionless. Didn't bother him none. He's fine. He's there for the night.
Sometimes you have to ask them, sir, why are we going this way?
Right.
In a second. And I've been wrong, too. I've been an asshole before, too. But, then you got to go, oh, sorry, man, I fucked up. I thought something. But a lot of times you got to ask, what are you doing?
Yeah. Why would
they
you
don't
do
give
this?
a fuck.
Yeah.
Why are we going this way?
Yeah.
Did you tip them?
Yeah, but it wasn't as
Isn't
much.
it amazing? We always do.
I know.
It's such a reaction just to swipe this card
And hit the button.
and put 30%.
Wait, no, it was only 20%. I hit the button. I thought I was going to teach him a lesson, and I hit whatever the lowest button was. I didn't even bother to be like, I'm going to go even lower than the button. You could get 20, 25, or 30% as a tip. And I was like, yeah, well, he's going to feel this one. 20%.
Yeah.
And that's what I hit. And I knew I'd fucked up when he was like, oh, thank you very much.
Here's a
like,
less of a gratuity for making me late.
Right.
Why wouldn't you
Slightly
just
less.
walk?
What's that?
Why wouldn't you just walk there? It's a 10-minute walk.
Because
That is true. Good question.
It's
Hold on, the fucking muscles wants to know why you wouldn't do the physical activity.
because it's 15 minutes door to door, and I had 12 minutes. I've timed it out many times. It was like well, I know that now. Thank you for the insight, Travis. You know, if you knew the cab was going to go through Times Square, you could have just walked close.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you didn't do that.
Yeah,
No,
why are you
you're
late?
right.
Why'd you ask him to go that way?
No, you're right. You're right. I'm glad you guys have all picked up on the point of the story.
I got in one yesterday going somewhere, and he forgot to hit. A lot of times they forget to hit the meter because I'm so engaging when I get into a cab. I immediately get into their lives. I'm like, hey, how are you? What
They're
brings you here?
starstruck.
Yeah, they want to know about me. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing in my cab?
Well, what are you doing in my cab?
And they know that they're like, don't use me in your new character, because they know that the new character is so popular.
the cab drivers
I'm
have heard
going
about
to
it.
drive you, my friend.
And you were like, what are you doing here? And the guy goes, you're in my fucking cab.
Get out now.
But you talk to the cabbies, and they're not used to somebody taking this much of an interest in them.
No, but we were driving, and we were probably halfway into the trip, and he goes, oh, I forgot to hit the button. He forgot to start the meter. So we get where he's like, and please take it into consideration that I forgot. And I'm like, I take care of those guys. I'm like, don't worry about it.
So you're much better. The guy, you ever seen that movie, Look Who's Talking?
With Travolta?
Oh, yeah.
No.
He's a cab driver.
Ooh, very believable.
He's got the baby up. Yeah, very believable, right?
Yeah.
Many Travoltas driving cabs around.
Absolutely.
He's got maybe this is Look Who's Talking too, I don't remember. He's got the baby in the front seat with him.
Oh, I seen that one.
I don't think this is the same version we're talking about. But the baby hits the button in the cab, and the fucking asshole that Travolta's driving around doesn't pay him not a dime.
Oh.
He goes, sorry, buddy. That's what the meter says. It's a real New York feel.
Oh, man. You gotta watch yourself in this gritty town.
That's it. But
the guy drops me off, and I'm like, he's like, please take into consideration, it's $3 short the trip. So I just gave him an extra $5. But I'm thinking, like, this guy gets the $3, he really, I would have tipped him anyway. I'm gonna give the guy more money, but he's panicking over $3. I'm like, times are tough, man.
I guess so.
He wasn't even being a dick. He just needs the money. So.
Right. No, he was upset.
Like, I'm not gonna fuck you, dude. I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I know you forgot. I'm okay. I'm not gonna just go, the meter says that, scum. Yeah.
Well, look, numbers don't lie.
People really are scumbags, though. The fact that he has to worry about that, and like that somebody would, like, everyone who's in that cab knows he just forgot to hit the meter halfway through the trip. Like, do you really want to save money that bad? You're gonna fuck the cabbie out of his.
There are a lot of people that would.
They're all right.
There are. They'd be like, look, buddy, that's what the numbers say. All right? That the meter's on the thing. That's why the meter's there, okay? That's what you get.
That's a good impression of it. That's it. All right, so how about we do our characters? You be the guy, and I'll be the cabbie.
It's not an exercise. I
Why?
want
It's
to take part in.
fun.
No, it's not fun.
Hey, I forgot to hit the meter, my friend.
Well, that's what the meter says.
That's not the guy. Where's the character?
Did I lose the character?
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
He was just so good.
I think he got scared away by the cabbie.
Let me do the other one. This is
Okay.
like the New York experience. Hello, where should I drive you, my friend?
Train station.
Okay, my friend.
Yep.
I forgot to hit the meter.
It's fine.
Do you think that's good? You don't think this is a good exercise?
No, it's a terrible exercise. It's not the New York experience.
You don't think this is funny for everybody driving around? That they
It's terrible.
think it's terrible.
They're like, oh man, I don't even have to travel anymore.
This guy's good.
This is perfect. This is what it must be like. Somebody's in the backseat of a car right now going, oh yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
These guys are good.
I don't think so.
Where were you, Travis?
I'm fine. How are you?
No. Ooh, looks like someone's lollygagging at work.
Oh yeah.
He said, "How are you?"
Hey, what's your name? Fine. How are you?
Yeah. So how was your trip? 5'7". I said, where were you? And you said, I'm fine.
Oh, what do you mean? Where was?
Didn't you go on vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, where?
Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How was it?
it was great.
Okay.
I had a great time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you go on the rides?
No, I just walked around.
Why?
You just like to look at the attractions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All the wonderful architecture that these Imagineers have put together.
What was your favorite ride?
I like California Screaming.
What's California Screaming?
Roller coaster that Jim would never go on.
No, I certainly wouldn't.
My 7-year-old daughter loved it.
So is that like...
Oh, so you're saying what you're saying is it's a little too dangerous for Jim to enjoy, but your 7-year-old daughter had a good time?
That's right.
Were you worried as a parent?
No, we were encouraging her to go on. She didn't want to.
That's what I thought.
Did all three of you go on?
Yeah.
Oh, your wife goes on too?
Yeah. Yes, we're all adults and
hate
like
roller
the big
coasters.
the big
Yeah.
people rides.
Well, who does daughter sit with? Does she want to sit with you or your wife?
She switches. She'll like ride with me one time and then ride with Lisa the other time.
You mean like you guys as a family realize that you're at Walt Disneyland, where it's like, you know, the safest place on Earth?
Yeah.
And that nothing's going to go wrong on these
Exactly.
roller coasters?
Yeah.
I see.
Are you like a VIP there? You go all the time. What's like the VIP status there?
You're asking if he has diamond status at Disneyland?
Does he? Like, he's like a magical boy?
No.
What do they call it?
He's got a magical boy punch card. 5 more trips and you're an official magical boy. You're one of Walt's magical boys.
Is that what happens?
That's what happens.
You're not even a Disney fan, but you know all the lingo.
Yeah.
So what's the VIP? Is that a diamond thing? Is that what that is?
No, I mean you could be a VIP. You could pay to be escorted around and get on all the rides and everything. Like if you really want to do that, like that's what like celebrities do. Like if you were to go to Disneyland, you would have someone in a checkered vest walk you to all the rides and everything.
When they get you in front of the line?
Yeah, like I mean, like when you see photos of like Kanye West and Kim Kardashian went to Disneyland, like they're escorted to each ride and they're brought onto the ride and then.
They go with a bunch of security too.
Yes. Yeah.
They have to. That would be a,
Yeah, especially in LA because like I mean they go there, there's celebrities there all the time, because they bring their kids, so they have a special VIP thing.
They have it down.
Yeah.
So wait, they'll walk the celebrities in. How annoying!
I think Kenny's got a story about doing that with Dice.
Does he really?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that costs thousands and thousands. You're paying a good amount of money.
Throw the guy. I think you throw the guy like a couple of 20s.
Nope.
Throw him a fin.
That's what you do when you get the guy at the ticket booth. Throw a 20 his way, and he'll show you the real Disneyland.
Yeah, and they're like, ooh.
Ooh, maybe there's a little more of that where that came from. So is the fucking guy when they VIP you around Disney? It's thousands of dollars to do that?
Yeah, of course it is, because they don't need that money. I mean, they're making $100 a pop. People just going in there to begin with.
Right. So it's not like they're going to
if
be
you
like
want anything special, you've got to pay for it.
well, it's $300 if you want to skip the lines. I feel like a lot of people would take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people take advantage of the disability cards and they put an end to that.
Do they really?
Yeah, well, because if you get...
I did that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. I was like,
I don't know what they do.
What it is,
They said you're not disabled.
just like fucking them.
Yes, I am. Mother says so. Chip, but just limp. So wait, they walk you to the front of the line. How annoying is that for people if you're like waiting online for 45 minutes, you just see a celebrity get walked up with a guy with a checkered coat?
No,
They're paying for it.
And the reality of the situation too is most of the people online would probably be so excited about seeing a celebrity that they'd forget the fact that they were getting cut in line.
Yeah.
Do they put down when Kanye and Kardashian or McConaughey for other celebs? Do they?
Cool.
Yeah.
Pulling right out of your hat.
That's amazing.
Boom. Steve Young, maybe a football player.
Steve,
Fucking Marino. If those guys go on, would they do they get their own like roller coaster car, or are there people like? Are there people? Meaning, like, I know that they don't put anyone next to in the scene next to Kanye West, but do they get their own like 4 fucking cars?
No,
or
they actually like they build for every attraction, every roller coaster. They build a second one, and then the celebrities get to ride their own separate roller coaster.
Why do they have to pay extra for it if no one's using it? If no one's using it, why not? But so what do? They put you on with real people?
Yes.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how many people you have.
They're in your party, right?
Yeah.
But you probably, if you want, you could probably get a seat to yourself. I bet you don't need to sit next to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I can get a seat to myself, so like,
You can?
sure, if you're going,
You can.
yes.
I think meaning anybody can.
Because if there's 3 people in your party and you're riding a roller coaster with 2 seats to each thing.
Is there something on the punch card that allows you to do that?
Yeah, it's on what is it called?
Walt's Magic Boy.
Your magical boy?
Yeah.
Your magical boy.
Walt's Magical Boys.
Then, like, some rides will have single rider lines, which they'll fill those seats with, but other rides don't.
Oh, okay.
So, it'll just be 2 to 1 and then 1 in the other with an empty seat.
How many cars are on the whole thing?
Depends.
7, 8?
Who cares?
I'm not
Terrible
saying
question.
What difference does it make?
I'm curious because if you go with like, say you get a big party and you're like Kanye or whoever the fuck it is, do you think they just buy all the cars on the one ride
You
so
don't
it's just
buy
their
a
friends?
car.
Or
No.
rent for the one trip?
They're not renting per ride. If there's 15 with them for whatever reason, and they pay thousands of dollars for all 15 people to go on, then all 15 get to skip the line. But if they don't,
What if there's 6 and they want the whole thing to themselves? They just pay extra and get the one trip to themselves.
No, they could I mean, depending on the level of the celebrity, you can probably get that.
Okay, that's
like
what
I'm sure if Kanye and Kim were like, "Hey, we'd prefer it if nobody, was in our
Wheelhouse?
in our wheelhouse."
not the term.
Is that a bad term?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure that they would do it. But then there's other celebrities who just go. Like we saw Caitlin Olsen from Sunny in Philly, but she's just walking around.
Okay.
Like some of them just don't care about just going.
It'd be cool to get your roller coaster photo, like mid roller coaster scared expression photo, with a celebrity in it.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
It would? You'd like that?
Yeah.
You think that'd
You're
be
a guy
good
who likes
souvenir?
celebrity photos.
Yeah, my arms would be up.
Right, this is when I rode the roller coaster with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, me and Kim are both scared.
She has no acknowledgement of your presence.
I kept leaning over and grabbing Kanye's shoulders. I'm like, it's gonna be all right.
They're like, Jim, you're 4 cars away from him. You didn't touch him.
You don't think that would happen?
No.
You don't think I'd be in the car right behind him?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I got stuck in fucking Kanye traffic in Buffalo. I was doing the club and he was doing the arena right next door. So our shows let out at the same time.
Yeah, really?
He had a lot
Do you
more
think he
people
was
leaving
worried
his.
about being in Jim Norton traffic?
Yeah, he was like, damn, man, I hope those 6 cars don't fucking... I was very annoyed.
You don't think he was worried that you guys were hitting town at the same time
No,
and
I
you were
don't.
going to take away from his return?
I don't think he was, no. I think he had a lot more people. I was very annoyed.
When was that?
Saturday night in Buffalo.
Oh, so he did Buffalo and then he went right back for the VMAs.
He did, yeah, he must have.
I guess so.
He probably went right to the airport.
Yeah.
My daddy went back to the Doubletree.
Yeah, no, probably not. And probably flew private.
Yeah, I was wondering too. I'm like, there's no flights leaving Buffalo at this hour. I know he's not going to make it.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he would have flown private.
Buffalo was very fun, but there was a lot of Dice was in town. I didn't see Andrew; he was in town on Saturday, and fucking Dr. Dirty was in town on Friday.
Jeez.
Yeah, a lot of
And Kanye?
and Kanye.
My God, a lot of entertainment in Buffalo.
Yeah, but now it's funny. We're just talking about Kanye, and then like you guys are talking about it's like this whole weird synergy me and him have.
Why? You and who?
Kanye.
There's no synergy that you and
Yeah,
Kanye
there is.
have.
You mentioned him, and he was in town when I was in town. It's like a whole,
Town at the same time.
it's just happening.
Not really.
There were 2 forces being pushed together to probably work on a project.
Ever be called? I don't think so.
No?
I'm almost positive not.
Do you think that's
Did he want
No.
you for his new video instead of
Tiana Taylor?
Yeah.
Wow, I saw some of that. Fuck,
Holy
man.
shit.
Yeah, fucking nice.
Yeah.
Who's
Lo-
Tiana Taylor?
She's the girl in that video.
No, but I mean, is she like is she a known dancer or is she just a hot
I
chick?
guess so. She's got over 1 million followers on Twitter, so I guess she's somebody.
Yeah, she's like a singer, dancer. She's never really, and she's very, very outspoken. She says a lot of crazy shit. So she ends up,
About what?
just whatever's going on.
Oh, okay.
So she ends up getting a lot of attention. But, people, again, I love that now, like, Kanye goes up and speaks, and it's almost taken for granted. Not almost. It's definitely taken for granted. He's just going to do one of his asshole speeches, you know? And everybody comes away from it making the observation like, oh my God, did you hear Kanye? I'm so sick of him being an asshole. Like he really thought he was going to be likable this time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They just keep
I
putting them
thought
up
he
there.
sounded fine.
You mean when he called himself an artist merchant?
Yeah. I mean, like
It's just
so,
him doing him.
Yeah, it's just so normal now that
Exactly.
it's like, all right.
It was one of his like sort of finest, not like finest, but just most regular speeches.
He seemed nervous.
He always seems kind of nervous.
Yeah, he does.
He always seems a little shaky.
Yeah,
But I
like
thought
he
it was-
doesn't know what he's going to say next.
I did think it was hilarious that he goes up there, everybody's performing at the Video Music Awards, and Kanye's the only asshole who goes up there, talks for 4 minutes, and then introduces his music video. So you say he could have performed the song live and had Tiana Taylor doing her vagina
right.
dances on stage. But instead, he just said, watch the video. I did the video, so you can just watch that. And then he left.
Was it a good video? I mean, it's pretty hot from what I saw. I saw
Yeah,
a
it's
clip of
Tiana
it.
Taylor with
You didn't see the end?
No.
Well,
The end gets a little weird.
yeah.
What happens at the end?
She turns into a lion.
No reason.
She's got like a cat face at the end.
It's silly.
Am I missing something there?
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. I think she's
He
just
is actually, no, he's pointing at the front of his zipper.
maybe it's a commentary on women being powerful because she's the lion, not the man. I don't know.
Oh, I get it. Oh, there's a guy in the video, too. I didn't see that. I only saw the...
That's her dude, her husband or boyfriend.
Oh, is she
or whatever.
married?
Yeah, I don't know.
When you see a guy like that, it's like, yeah, he's all tall and well built. It's like, yeah, that's a guy that should be with a girl like that. Like, I shouldn't be. You know how bad me and her would look on the beach together? How other guys would literally, if I was laying on the beach with her with my little side blubber hanging, guys would literally just walk over and start talking to her while I was there.
Your little pouches of back fat hanging over your bathing suit.
I would get no respect as I was muffin topping.
Yeah. You think guys would hit on her anyway?
Immediately, they'd actually walk over and just squat next to her and not even acknowledge I was there.
I was thinking maybe we go to the beach. You could just wear a one piece and some kind of a shawl over it. You'd be tired of her looking so sexy everywhere.
Yeah, and me having to wear a t-shirt on the beach. You're like, why are you wearing that Johnny Cash shirt again on the beach?
Because everybody would just ignore you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's dating this, he plays for the Cavaliers.
Oh, okay. Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
Sounds like a character name.
Shumpert.
Yeah, Shumpert. Iman Shumpert. All right, that's her guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the video.
He's in the video with her. Yeah, they're having sex in the shower. Or whatever.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he is. He's a tall drink of water.
Yeah.
I noticed, too, watching the VMAs. I was talking about this a little bit last night.
God, she has a nice hiney.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, good God. What
It protrudes quite a bit.
Wait, what?
Protrudes. Sticks out.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
didn't
nice.
know what you said.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you said protrudes.
That's what I said.
Okay.
There's a trend, though.
Yeah. Well, he's a professional basketball player, so that's probably why he gets the girls like that.
Protrude.
What's that? No, yeah, you're right. Protrude. He's a professional.
It's
basketball-
professional.
Oh,
Anyway,
my fault.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. Her butt protrudes. What a fucking hiney on her. Wow.
A lot of women focusing on their vaginas more.
What do you mean?
Like in display.
Ooh.
I was looking at, I noticed that she did it because her little bathing suit thing that she was wearing in the Kanye video was like super thin. You could basically see the sides of her labias. You know what I mean?
Her Shumpert, yeah.
Her Shumpert. Her Shumpert was on display.
I like that.
Rihanna, did you see any of Rihanna?
No.
She was like playing the bongos on her pussy the whole time.
That's terrific.
Why
her.
don't you like Rihanna?
I like Rihanna. I'm just tired of her,
No, I don't know.
I'm just tired of it.
Why?
Because she's, I think she's really hot, but I don't care about her. Like, not that I hate her, I don't hate her.
Is it because you finally realized that it's not going to happen? Between you and her?
She probably changed her email address. I mean, I'm not hearing back. You ever hear Umbrella?
Yeah, Umbrella.
It's a good
Yeah.
song.
No, I heard Umbrella. It's kind of it's an older one.
Oh, is it older?
It's an older one, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I don't, I was on the train yesterday with, I was, were we Qing or R'n? I'm trying to think.
You don't put an ing after those letters.
And I was with a friend of mine, and there's a girl walked by in a yoga thing, and her camel toe was so pronounced. It was
Right.
off to one side. And I even said to him when she walked by, I'm like, her camel toe is driving me crazy. And another woman overheard me, and I was so embarrassed. She was gone. I didn't say it so she could hear it, but I was so fucking embarrassed. I was like, oh.
You were too loud about it?
Oh, boy, was I eager. But he agreed. He's like, yeah, I know.
But it seemed like, and I don't know if it's a thing that's going larger than celebrities, But it seems like showing off your vagina is not a thing that... I think because camel toe became such a thing.
Well, I'll take full credit for that, pushing that agenda.
Women do it. They're pushing forward their vaginas.
They should.
You think so?
Absolutely they should. Yes.
I believe it's happening.
Yeah, I think they should. You should lead with your lips. I think that's a great motto.
It sounds like one of Anthony Weiner's texts.
Oh my God!
So I was sitting there. I had this realization. You know how every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. You ever hear that?
I have heard that.
Nice. That's
Sometimes
nice.
I'll hear bells ringing. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many angels.
That's great. I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah.
But
Kirk and Sam.
I think every time we announce we're doing a show, Anthony Weiner decides to get back on the texting bandwagon.
He's a fan. He's a fan.
He is.
Anthony Weiner's a fan. He's like, I'm going to help these guys out.
Right, because I got more texts. There's plenty more where that came from, because he's got a whole new string of texts that have come out.
And I always think that I'm informed. Like, I look at the news stories.
Yeah.
And I actually just collapsed last. I was so fucking tired. On a very rare occasion, I didn't read them. I was in bed by 12.
Wow.
Big boy.
Ooh.
And I saw that Anthony Weiner had done some stuff, so I looked at a couple of the photos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wow, he's up to... I thought this was from the last time. I didn't realize this was a new situation.
I love that you underestimate all this stuff, because it's the same thing you did last time. Last time you came in and you're like, I know, I think she said mongoose, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. And then we read the text and you were like, oh no.
I believe me, and I see these. Wow.
And they're
She
even
finally
worse.
left him.
Huma.
And his wife.
Right.
Oh. I thought you said Huma, like, who's the mother?
Huma.
What?
Nobody even brought up kids.
So bad.
Oh, that
Didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I thought you'd do a chip humor thing. No.
I just said it.
Even worse.
Boo. No, nobody brought up that he had a kid yet. We haven't gotten
I'm
to
looking at that picture,
I know,
though.
but we're on the radio.
Oh, okay.
The audience is like, what are
I
you
thought they
talking
knew
about?
I was looking at a picture.
Why
Didn't
would
you say that?
No.
Because before the show, I said, like, I'm going to indicate photos. You just describe what I'm indicating.
I see. So Jim is looking at a photo now.
Yeah, then
and there's
boom.
Anthony Weiner's kid in it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Huma, and then it makes sense. I understand. Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. She left him.
She's finally
left him.
done.
I feel like if she wasn't going to leave him I guess it's inevitable.
You want to believe somebody. Like, you want to believe that... yeah, I think so. Like, it's like a guy who drinks too much, or a guy who's fucking whatever. He's a fuck up and he keeps gambling away your money. He keeps giving you the... And he means it. He's probably like, I'll never do it again. I fucking blah, blah, blah. But then his wife's away. She's working with Hillary.
Yeah.
She's got no time. I'm busy. I'm not blaming her, but it's like, whatever. He just likes doing this. Even if she fucks him every day, he probably would still do this.
And I would think that he could talk his way out of the sexting and being like, look, honey, it's innocent flirting, it's blah, 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 it's what I do, and they're making too big a story out of this. But now, one of the sexts that he sent, and I think we'll get into a couple of them. But
Maybe we should talk about them anyway.
One of the ones that he sent, he texts this girl that he's talking to. And one would assume that the reason these texts are public now is because the girl pushed him forward. But he goes, he's acting like he's just being friendly. And he goes, oh, look who just crawled into bed with me. And he texts her a photo of his kid, his little baby, in bed with him.
Sure.
But next to his baby, in full view, is his entire pelvic region.
Yeah.
In boxer briefs, with, I would say, at least 3/4 of a chub.
Oh, so you're saying he should have waited a few seconds till it was 100%.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Is that the point you're making?
No, you're missing the point entirely.
You're saying that you shouldn't give a bad presentation in a photo like that.
You couldn't have been happy with some of this pixelation.
No, I'm not. That's fucking creepy, man. That photo is creepy.
So he sends a dick shot with his kid in it, with the son in it. And it's got to be at that, because now they're talking about Child Protective Services coming in and getting involved. And maybe, like, taking the kid away or whatever.
How the fuck do you... I'm a piece of shit, and
right.
How do you keep your heart on when your kid crawls on the bed? That's just fucking creepy. That's creepy.
There's nothing that's going to take him away from this stuff.
That photo, like, your dick... You being in your dumb abs and your stupid chest and your dumb face.
Because you know he's like crunching there. He's mid crunch. He's trying to display his abs.
That photo is out there forever.
Yeah.
Like, how do you How do you have a fucking... Your kid crawls on the bed. He's probably just talking dirty. I don't think he's attracted. He's not turned on because the kid's there.
No.
But how do you take that photo and send it with your fucking kid in it?
He thinks he's being charming. He thinks he's being cheeky.
Cheeky.
Cheeky is what
exactly
he thinks he is.
Like, oh, look, my weenie's in the photo.
Right. Hey, just sending you a photo of my kid. Like, oh, because that's what he said. One of his quotes was that there was nothing inappropriate going on, and that she was a friend, and that they would send each other photos of their kids and nieces and nephews and stuff like that.
Stop it.
So this was his way of justifying to himself, oh, I'm just sending her a photo with the kid.
His idea of plausible deniability stinks.
It's insane.
He's plausible. Like, he has these conversations with himself, and I know I've had them with myself.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I'm not married, and B, if I was, she wouldn't be helping the woman trying to become president.
Right.
Do you understand how high profile a life you lead?
Yeah. It's like, even if you're not, but he's such an egomaniac too, that to him, he's not allowed to be in politics. He's getting thrown out of everything. So he feels like, oh, it's no problem. He doesn't think to himself for a second, oh, maybe I should probably protect the fact that my wife is still working for the woman who, let's face it, is more than likely going to be the president. He doesn't stop to think that at all.
Hillary probably, I think the wife probably wanted to leave, but does Hillary say to her, like, this has to stop? Look what your husband is doing.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? Like,
I think when the kid photo comes out, that's when it's kind of undeniable. I'm sure Hillary's people were like, this is done. And Huma was like, I can't argue anymore.
I have to, how the fuck, that's just creepy shit, man.
It's so creepy.
That's really creepy. Could you do that? Like, you have kids. Like,
you did that when your kid was younger, right, Travis?
What?
That's
you didn't send out photos like that?
No.
Oh.
No, not publicly.
Yeah, I never got caught by the post.
Isn't that fucking creepy?
It's really fucking
All
creepy.
the other stuff I didn't think was that creepy because I'm a piece. Like, I really understand this dude, like, what a fucking creep he is. And
right.
I get how you tell yourself all these things. Your wife's away. You're just being a fucking piece of shit. But how, like that is just...
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but the sexting thing, the whole world...
You don't like that?
No.
All right, go ahead.
The whole world.
Now, what are we talking about?
Sexting. Okay. I understand that you're trying to keep it sexy on the show this morning.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's effective.
It is effective.
You think so?
Yeah, a little Zoo Crew sound effect. Go ahead.
So this whole scandal...
Yeah, but what the hell's he been doing?
He's been sexting. That whole world is like a separate world, though, right? Like when he's talking to these girls, but you'd think that the minute you're looking at your kid, the minute your son is a part of it, that then the real world comes into it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
No, I wasn't.
Go ahead.
Not even close.
Go ahead, Sam.
It
was like when I would take pictures and all of a sudden you'd crawl up in your little Boy Scout uniform. And you'd start kissing my tummy.
I didn't know you as a child.
Hiya, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember that?
No, I have no recollection.
You'd be holding a little piece of potato that your father gave you.
Don't bring him into this. He doesn't want to think that that's what happened with those potatoes. Because he knows that's real.
Yeah, and you remember I would teach you how to grab the salt shaker and salt your potato. Look at that shake it, you're salting the potato.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, tug the little salt shaker, Sammy.
Right.
Yes.
Good thing I didn't want it with sour cream.
Yeah, you got some. Yeah, Sammy brand muffins.
I don't. Is that where the name comes from?
Yeah, Sammy the potato salter. Wow, this guy's a fucking... That's
That's
out there forever.
And I can't understand how bringing the kid into it doesn't...
Oh, my God.
Like, take you out of the sex to life and bring you into real life, right? Like, it doesn't stop you for a second to say, wait. I gotta stop all this, because now, this is actually my life. This isn't some weird fantasy that I'm doing here.
White fucking boxer briefs with the outline of your dick, like...
He loves white boxer. He loves the outline of his dick in boxer briefs.
I get that, but when your kid's in the thing, and I don't think it's a sexual thing with his kid, but it's just too. That's embarrassing.
I can't even do that around my dog.
The fucking, that's because your dog won't allow you to. Tried it.
She wants no part of it.
Yeah, you try to get her tail up and she's like, yeah. Wow,
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I didn't realize there were so many of these things.
I mean, there were a lot. So I think that if there had just been another sexting scandal, Huma probably would not have left.
I don't know, man. Like, when this last one happened, she probably said, like, this has gotta, and then this shit happened. I literally thought this was like more of the same from the last time.
This is what he said to the, before we get into the real juicy stuff.
Ooh.
This was also very insulting. So, when Anthony Weiner was talking to the woman via direct message on Twitter, of course, every time it's direct messages.
Yeah, his Twitter hasn't been a problem thus far.
He loves his DMs. He asked her about her status, and she says, divorced after 16 years. And he writes, I kind of envy that path now that I have a 3-year-old and a busted marriage. A busted marriage.
I kind of envy the path of divorce.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Your dreams are about to come true.
Yeah, they're going to get divorced.
Definitely. I mean, I'm telling you, and Showtime is using this to their advantage because next month, or in October, Showtime's premiering the Wiener documentary that I was talking to you about before. It was in theaters over the summer.
Oh, okay.
Where he just, I mean, you get an entirely, when you're watching that documentary, at no point do you sit there being like, this is the guy who sexts? You're like, okay, no, I get him now.
You understand immediately?
100%. 100%. But they're like going nuts over this whole scandal, being like, hey, guess what movie's coming on Showtime next month? Which is perfect. I'm glad a lot of people are going to get to see this thing.
He's in good shape, but you're not in such great shape. Like, he's not nearly as sexy as he thinks he is.
He thinks he's real sexy.
He really thinks he's a uniquely sexy guy.
Yeah, he thinks he's like an Adonis.
Yeah, you're sexy for an assemblyman.
Yeah.
You're assemblyman sexy. He's just an average dude.
You're one of the more sexier politicians. Like, you're better than Geraldo. But other than that, like, no woman, like, if he's just on,
they're putting his face on all these pictures.
They're putting his face on, like, Magic Mike photos.
How
and
humiliating for your fucking wife, man. Wow.
Like, no woman is sitting there being like, oh, yeah, that's my fantasy. You know?
Is there a transcript?
Yeah, we got some texts.
Okay, so where should we start? Okay, I think I have someone to play Anthony Weiner.
You do? Who's gonna? So do you want me to be the woman then? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you can start up there with someone.
Okay.
This is by the way, this is the direct message that includes the photo of the kid with Anthony.
Okay, we have two options we can go with.
Okay.
Someone just climbed into my bed.
That option feels so real.
Okay, here's another one. Someone just climbed into my bed.
She says, really? And then Anthony Weiner sends the photo, and then she goes, you do realize I can see your wiener in that pic.
Oh! I was scared. For a half a second, I thought I posted something. Stop looking at my crotch.
Do you actually, like, I don't understand why Chip would... I understand that he would read posted wrong, but if he were the one writing it, why would he say posted in his head?
I don't know.
He doesn't know the word?
No, he doesn't.
And then she said, whatever, you did it on purpose. And then she writes, oh, I see. You thought you posted it on your public timeline, not direct message. Shit happens. Be careful.
And then he repeatedly asked her to visit in New York, but she said that they never met. That's that intrigue shit where you just, you know you're not going to do it.
Right.
But you jerking off to it, just the idea of it.
And then do you see the thing that he sent to her before sending a very sexual photo last June?
Oh, wait.
He just writes...
is this the my one? Wait.
At the very bottom.
Okay. My mood. Before sending the overtly sexual photo, prompting the response, and she wrote... Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
How old is she, 60?
When you...
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. When you're reading through these, She does not seem terribly interested.
Dude, I literally have gotten sexier responses from Club Soda Kenny. Okay, looks like someone crawled up there.
She really, he just loves responding. Like
He
he just
stinks at this.
pushes forward. If he's getting sexual with this woman, who has like no interest in him, can you imagine how often he's doing this? Like, he's doing this with everybody. He's got to have a DM box full of different sex all going on at once. Like, I'm sure that while this was happening, he had many simultaneously.
Of course. Yeah, but that's, what's creepy is if the kid is if you're watching the kid and you're laying around in your underpants, maybe that's what parents do. I don't know, but it's just creepy.
He's just pinching the helmet and just stroking a little bit. It's not what parents do with their kids.
From what I understand,
Travis, when you're with your kid alone,
yeah,
do you edge?
Well, yeah, because you can't complete.
Right. I'm not
just
saying
weird.
you go all the way, but do you kind of like just stroke a little
you
bit?
just sit on the edge of the bed looking at Pearl Jam videos, tugging your awful prick.
Just pinch it a little bit, pinch it.
Yeah, and then every time you're about to come, you stop yourself by just like smacking the head, baby. Is that how you do it?
Works?
That's how I do it.
You just wanted to let people know how you do it.
Yeah, when I feel like I'm going to stop it, and I just yell and I smack the tip.
You do?
Yeah.
Like it's an animal.
Yeah, it's hot.
Like it's got a mind of its own.
It's hot.
It's hot?
Yeah.
Like you find yourself hot while you're jerking off?
Yeah, right in front of my fucking full-length mirror.
Nope.
That is honest, because I think it's kind of real. You know what you're telling me right now?
Yeah.
And it's even more revolting that's the word you would use. It's hot. It's not hot.
Yeah, you shouldn't find smacking your own penis hot.
Yeah.
It's just the image of me all sexy and lathered up, scolding myself.
It's bad.
So you want to do
So she tried to end the conversation.
when she mentioned having over 30?
So she mentioned having over 30 nieces and nephews.
And then because he's trying to get it in, so he wrote, "Wow, got your own?" I meant like kid.
Right. No, I know what you meant. And then she's trying to end the conversation, so she goes, "It's time for bed."
Sleeping alone? Asking for a friend? That was a fib.
He doesn't have the tact.
Just
of
pulling
Chip
your prick,
Chipper
babe.
said.
That's basically what he said. I'm just
Thanks,
pulling
Chip.
your prick, babe.
Like, why? Asking for a friend, that was a fib. Like, yeah, we got it. Asking for a friend is like that cutesy thing that you say.
Awful.
You don't have to add in. I'm not really doing that, though. Just so you know, my friend's not wondering about this.
And then you say fib in like a cutesy... Is there any girl that plays with her cunt reading these text messages? These are awful.
And then he told me he was fibbing.
Ugh. His flirting is revolting.
Terrible.
He's a revolting flirter.
He is. Well, because he's such an egomaniac and a sociopath that, like, he just sits there. He thinks he's sexy. He thinks he's God-gift, and that's why he keeps pushing and pushing and pushing with these sex when he's getting no response to any of it.
Taking photos of his penis protruding, it's just weird.
I think it's protruding.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Where I guess he wrote, "I'm always raging after the gym." You heard what I said?
Yeah. So it says he wrote, oh good, they clarify it. He wrote in one of the several apparent references to his genitalia.
Oh, and here's another one. He wrote about how I'd put someone's eye out with this thing. Hashtag overdue. I need to come, babe.
Yeah, I got it from overdue.
I'll poke your eye out with this thing.
Do you think she was asking to see it? I don't think so.
No, I don't.
No, me neither.
Well, she probably sent a picture of herself or said something kind of innocent that he's making dirty.
Right. He's got to take it to level 10. She's on level 3.
He segues everything back to sex. Like she probably said, my grandmother died. I'd poke someone's eye out with this thing if I were in the hospital. He's a creep.
He is really proud of his penis, though.
And he should.
He's very, very happy with it.
This is the worst line ever.
Yeah, she sends him a photo of herself in a cleavage-bearing red lace dress. And what does Wiener respond?
Holy fuckity fuck!
It's literally the text. It's not a chipism. It's what Anthony Weiner wrote.
Holy fuckity fuck!
Have you ever written that? You've sexted.
Fuck yeah!
Not you. Jim, you've sexted a lot.
Yes. I have.
Have you ever written, like, have you gotten a lot of pictures that, like, you get excited about?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone like, oh, holy fuck?
No.
You haven't written that? You've never responded that way?
No.
Why wouldn't you respond that way?
It's awful. Let me just see. When we see the last sexy photo I got was I got one last night of a girl's feet.
You like that?
I did, yeah. She was being sexy.
You like that?
I didn't write holy fuckity fuck.
You didn't? What'd you write?
You love me slowly rubbing and sucking on them, don't you?
Oh. Wish I hadn't asked.
Why? It's a fair question I asked.
It made me uncomfortable. I think it probably made a lot of people uncomfortable.
But I didn't get a response. Zero response.
Maybe you should have gone with fuckity fuck.
I should have.
What was the quote again?
The holy fuckity fuck?
No.
Oh, when she wrote, you'd love me, when she sent the picture of the feet?
Yeah.
I wrote, you love me slowly rubbing and sucking on them, don't you?
The answer is no.
She didn't write anything back. But at least I didn't write a Batmanism.
Holy fuck,
Batman! What a big bulge in your pants!
Holy fuckity fuck.
Dude, that's awful.
It's really bad. It's really bad. You know what it is? And you can tell, remember the last string of text that we read? Like, he really wants to sound young. He really wants to sound kind of young and cool. Yeah. And the whole time he's also sending emojis. Like they were saying he's sending like the little like purple demon emoji and the, oh, I'm a naughty boy. He loves being a part of it. I mean, you remember the last one that we read a week or two ago, all the animated GIFs that he was sending?
Uh-huh.
He wants to be young. He wants to be kind of hip and cool, and this is how people talk.
He at one point she sent him a shot of herself wearing a black pair of tights with a rip in the rear, nearing the midline, along with the message "buns of steel." Like that would turn me on.
You'd like
Is that the picture?
I don't know if
she's fucking sexy. Like that would drive me crazy.
But I didn't see the buns of steel photo.
His response is pretty hot. I'll need a bigger hole. Who's he, Chief Brody? We're going to need a bigger hole.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Then he sent an emoji with its tongue sticking out.
Like I'm being cute.
Yeah, I need a bigger hole. Blah!
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. A tongue hanging. That's not sexy.
No. I'm just being cute. Oh, yeah. Read this one. The next one is the, he sends her a sext about fantasizing about her.
Oh. Guess who visited me in a dream last night / this morning? You, obv.
How come he couldn't just say, guess who visited me in a dream last night? He's got to add in the / this morning, which is too much information. And then, as if he really needs to hammer the point home. You, obv.
Well, then she suggested something.
Did you ever write that? Did you ever write obv?
No.
In a sext?
No, I haven't.
You haven't written obv before?
No.
Maybe it's something you want to add to your repertoire?
Unless I was jerking off and I was going to write obviously, and I came and then just lost interest in finishing the sentence. I'm done with you. Are you going to come? Oh, done. Take it.
Yeah. You still there? Sorry, ignoring.
In mid-thought, goodbye. Block. But she said it was a disease.
Yeah, she told him that this whole fantasizing, sexting, that the whole thing was a disease. Luckily, he had a very cute response.
You're a carrier!
Do you think he wanted it to sound as hostile as you just made it sound?
Oh, you gotta be sexy. Ooh, you are a carrier.
Still not good.
That's good.
What about this one? Where he blamed her for keeping him up all night.
Wait,
that's right above "you are a carrier."
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
He blamed her. I did not sleep well. ... Horny as fuck.
Unless the Post is not publishing all of her responses.
Probably not.
Which is very possible. There doesn't seem to be much invitation for him to write things like, I'm horny as fuck right now.
Yeah, horny as fuck.
Hey, man, I'm horny as fuck.
I'm guessing that there's other ones that they didn't...
She was sending him photos.
Yeah, of course she was. And he sent a cartoon image of a pump bottle of hand lotion and a box of tissues. He responded with a graphic, homemade sex and emoji image of an ejaculating penis.
Do you know what the homemade...
His wife is the aide to the woman who wants to be president.
And he's in all likelihood sending an eggplant with water splattering out of it.
Oh, is that
he did like the 8 and then equals.
The old school, like dick and balls?
I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
You've never seen that?
You go 8.
No.
And then equal. 8 is the balls.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. A lot of girls have sent me that about... Oh.
Girls?
Yes.
Equal is the shaft. And then you do a capital I. And then a closed parentheses. Is that right?
Yeah, or you can just do a capital D.
Oh, yeah, and that works even better. You know why? Dick.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, but there it is. I bet he did add that little squirt at the end of it, though. He didn't want to add an eggplant, but he added that squirt. He made it old school.
And her response was shitty, too.
What was it?
Okay, enough of that.
Oh, yeah. But he's probably convincing himself that, she's just playing one of these naughty teacher games.
And he wrote back, yeah, I taxed myself too much on that one. Taxed. So anyway, what are you wearing?
And what was the emoji?
The winking tongue sticking out one that I love so much. It's cute.
It's the worst. Why would he keep using emojis?
He won't stop.
He won't end it.
He wrote at the end, I'm a big wheel in this town.
He said, let's get together. I'm a big wheel in this town. No, you're not, Anthony Weiner. Everywhere you go, everybody knows you're an embarrassment.
I don't even think he's going to fuck these women. I think he just likes the idea that they'll come and then he jerks off on the floor and then he just hangs out with his wife.
Right. And his kid, obviously.
You think she's embarrassed, his wife?
Oh, my God. And you can see, dude, if you watch the movie, you can see it when the sex scandal that was breaking out like 2 years ago was breaking out while he's running for mayor. She's just trying to avoid being in public with him, and he insists. She goes like, no. You can go do that speech by yourself. You can go to this event by yourself. She's like, I'm not going to go. I don't need to go, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, you'll come. No, you'll come. Like, he does no choice, no like, oh, honey, I know how you feel, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, yeah, you'll be there. You'll come. No, it'll be fine. Huma, you'll come.
And that, he got fired from, I didn't know he worked for the Daily News. He got fired from...
He was working for the Daily News. He was writing a column for the Daily News. He got fired for that. And he was doing stuff with New York One, the local news channel in Manhattan. He's gone from that, too.
So he lost his wife?
Yeah.
And 2 jobs in the same day.
And by the way, those 2 jobs were like bottom of the barrel jobs. He was trying to do something on like MSNBC or one of the national channels, but nobody would have him. And so the New York channel, the New York paper, they're like, okay, it's kind of funny, whatever, we'll put you on. And now he's off of those things.
That kid one is super fucking weird, man.
It's just really weird. That one's bad.
It's weird.
That one's really bad.
That's out there forever.
Yeah.
Are these all pictures? Oh, these are all pictures that he was sent. Oh.
These are the ones he sent. He sent like full body ones.
I've sent a lot worse than that, but the full body ones are creepier than just your dick. If you just send a picture of your dick, you're just being a pervert.
You know what's bad about the full body ones? You see his face in them.
Ugh.
And you just see how confident he is in himself.
Yeah. He's thinking like a marsupial. He's creepy looking. He's a creepy looking newt.
He should have a pouch.
Yeah, it's like you're not sexy.
No, he really thinks he is though. Look at him. This is a selfie he took while he was putting his shirt on.
Oh, he got the underwear poking.
Or he was just being cute and putting his shirt over his face.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe.
That's something I was thinking about for Halloween.
Yeah, it looks silly.
Where am I? Peekaboo.
He's like a goth.
Like a what?
He's like a goth. Boo! Look at my peekaboo! I'm gonna haunt your butthole. Boo! Fucking goth.
It's Ghost Chip. The word
Ghost Chip. That's a great character. Boo! Gonna haunt your pecker.
Wait, you're gonna haunt someone's pecker?
I didn't mean that.
You know what happened here? He's putting his shirt on, and he's looking in the mirror, because this is a guy who just loves looking at
he
himself
loves
in the
looking
mirror.
at himself. He can't get enough.
There are a lot of mirrors all over the place. And Huma, by the way, now knows why he wanted mirrors in the bedroom for when they had sex with each other.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't paying attention to Huma. He was paying attention to his sweet bod. But he was putting his shirt on, and he had his arms stretched up so he could get his T-shirt on, and he realized how great his core looked. And he was like, oh yeah, I got to send this to my Twitter friends. Friends with an S, because I'm sure that photo went out to multiple people.
He literally, Huma's husband is now on the cover of the newspapers again.
Yeah.
And his experts spank Wiener. It's pretty funny. Over tweets with son, ACS could investigate.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think he's doing anything with his kid, but it's like, that's just gross.
It's really bad.
That would destroy. I don't want the mention of a kid when I'm talking dirt. Like, if a woman sent me a picture with her kid in it,
right,
I'm a piece of shit, and that would weird me out.
Of course. It's
unless it was a normal
gross.
picture, unless we weren't talking dirty.
Yeah. But if she's in fucking lingerie,
hey, look at my bulging twat.
Yeah,
the baby in the rubber. Don't worry. Reminded of that.
Don't worry, the baby's asleep.
I don't care.
Ugh. It's so creepy.
Yeah. Show a picture of a pussy with a pit bull next to it.
Homo
wants to see that.
Homo will leave him, and she'll take the kid.
Yeah,
I would think she'll just take the kid with her.
I don't know. I wonder how he's handling this. Like, I would literally be suicidal if I fucked up that much in one day.
I mean, it seems like when this story first broke, he was still lying about it. He knew that the texts were all coming out. Obviously, the texts are coming out because it's not like they're not going to ask him for comment if they don't have the text messages. But they asked him for comment, and he said something to the effect of, they were just friendly text messages, and nothing inappropriate was happening, and we sent each other photos of our kids and nieces and stuff. And now you have Trump, who's like jumping on this hardcore.
He's not ignoring it?
He's not ignoring it whatsoever. He quite swiftly has decided to use this against Hillary.
Oh, there's Anthony Weiner trying to avoid a Post reporter.
Maybe just stay home. What are you getting in your car for?
He puts his belt on. He's not looking.
First of all, he needs to get the fuck out of New York.
For a little while, yeah.
New York won't leave him alone. Because all these stories are being broken by the New York Post. The New York Post is obsessed.
Do you think he hates them? Oh. Do you think the Post annoys him?
The Post is quite literally the bane of Anthony Weiner's existence. He can't stand. You talk about not letting sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
The New York Post loves a good Anthony Weiner story. They felt like they did not get enough juice on the one from 2 weeks ago. So they're like, okay, we got another story. And they're going to keep hunting. They will never stop reporting on Anthony Weiner's sex. They love it. You know why? His name's Weiner.
Yeah.
Lots of great headlines from that.
There really are.
I think there was one, I don't know if it was supposed to...
Today's headline, by the way, is Huma cuts off Wiener.
There it is.
Huma cuts off Wiener.
I really think you could go on forever.
Anthony.
You could just go on forever.
I feel bad. Like, I feel bad for anyone that gets caught up with their privacy but it's like, after a while, it's like, come on, man, you know they're gunning for you.
Yeah.
And you know what your wife... It's like, just don't be so fucking selfish because you got a wife who's working with Hillary Clinton. Like, just back off for a little while.
Well, you're walking into it. You know what I mean? You're doing this to yourself.
Yeah, he probably thinks every new girl that he starts sexting with, like, oh, this one's going to be different. She's not going to say anything.
Oh, yeah, because she's going to be too turned on to say anything.
It's like Bobo.
Exactly.
Like, remember, like, back in, like just falling for it.
Every time.
And over again.
He gave up his Twitter password more times than he gave up his Twitter name.
That's how I feel like this is.
Yeah,
you know?
He just keeps giving it out. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you think his wife... What do you think that conversation was like?
I don't even think she talked to him this time. She's like, Anthony, I'm leaving. He probably got home and she was packing a bag. And that's it. Done. So fed up at this point.
That kid in the picture is... That's gonna follow him forever.
Yeah. That's traumatizing. I mean, what the fuck?
Stupid outline of his penis.
He's so obsessed. He is more proud. That's what it is. In that moment, he's so worked up by these conversations. He's more proud of the fact that his penis makes a nice outline in those white boxer briefs. He's more proud of that than this kid.
We all know how you would take a picture that would be misinterpreted as sexual when it's not. That's not one of those moments.
No, it isn't. No, the kid is set dressing for his dick pic.
Yeah, because if he wanted to be like, oh, look who just crawled into bed with me, he would just take a picture of the kid.
Yeah. Or he just wouldn't be, or he wouldn't.
Yeah, or he'd just say, my kid. My kid climbed into bed.
And he's expecting her to comment like, ooh, I see that bulging cock.
Right. Guess who just climbed into bed? Are you talking about the kid or your dick? Like, what? He's like, but he really thought he was clever after that one.
I send out pictures of my dick, but it's just my dick.
Right.
There's no context to it. One girl yelled at me because I had a toilet in the background. I got scolded. But it's like I wasn't even thinking. Like in that moment, I don't think he's.
Guess what I just used in this toilet?
Yeah. guess what I equate you with. I get why you would do something so stupid because like I wasn't thinking there's a toilet in the background. Like, and I look at it, I'm like, you dope.
Yeah.
Because it was in a mirror and stuff. Like you're basically focusing only on how your junk looks. That's all you're thinking of is how does my fucking dick look in this photo. But don't put other things in there.
Like
don't put children in there.
Your children?
Well,
your
seed?
Face.
He probably saw his cock outline. He was like, holy fuckity fuck.
Yeah.
I got to take advantage of this right
girl's
away.
Gonna put a tongue emoji to fucking highlight my cock emoji. Or my cock outline, whatever it is. Emoji. I'm old.
It might as well be an emoji.
I'm old.
You could call us at 866-969-1969. Mike in Canada. You're on with Jim Norton and
Canadian
Sam Roberts.
Mike. We got to start naming people.
No, we're good. We're doing this today and Thursday.
Canadian Mikey. Hey, what's up there, my brother from up north?
Hey, Norton, you just said that why can't Wiener stop fucking texting dick pics? How long could you go without a tranny?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, I'm not being hypocritical because I'm not judging the guy. I'm not saying he's I understand this dude. But I'm saying is like when you've been busted and your wife is running Hillary Clinton's campaign, like he has so much to lose right now.
Yeah, everything.
And he's doing the same thing. Like he knows the New York Post is like, you know what I mean? Look, if they targeted any of us, and I say any of us just as people who talk dirty, yeah, it's embarrassing and yeah, it's fucking violating. But dude, he knows that they're coming after him, and to send a picture with his fucking child in it is just absolutely stupid. You know what I mean?
But yeah, you're right, especially with the child. But it's stupid. But at the same time, if this was someone like, let's say, Amy Schumer, people would be, oh my God, she's violated. This is horrible. This is outrageous. Just
the difference is this. The difference is this between him and Amy or anybody who's single. If she was sending pictures of her ass or her pussy to somebody, to a guy she's dating. You know, but she's not married, and if Amy Schumer sent a bulging camel toe picture with a baby, and she was referring to her pussy, they would absolutely fucking trash her for it. They would trash anybody who did this.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's married or not. That's his personal life.
I agree. I agree. But I mean, like, when you know they're coming after you and your wife. I personally don't care if he's sex with girls. I don't give a fuck about his marriage, and I don't necessarily think that they should be outing this guy. But when you know that they're doing that, and your wife is fucking working for someone who's running for president, don't you know what I mean? Your judgment is so stupid right here.
You're right. It is stupid.
And I mean, and the kid photo is a huge deal.
Dude, I'm a pervert, and I can't picture ever sending a fucking photo like that with my nephew in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just fucking gross.
But if it was a girl, they'd be like, "Oh, now what you're doing is blaming the victim." No.
I know why you're saying, but I disagree. If it was a girl, like, is there any example you could think of where a girl has gotten in so much trouble, like sexting when she has a husband who's doing something else, and then he forgave her, and then she got caught again? Like what's a relative example?
7 times.
Well, not that specific, but when Jennifer Lawrence I think she had her pics leaked, right? So, but people were like, why are you so stupid to do that? And then they're like, well, you're blaming the victim. That was the
because her photos. I know what you mean, the whole fappening thing. But when you're hacked, when you're hacked, and your private photos are taken, you know that's a bigger violation. I personally don't like the fact that they publish his stuff, and I think that it's fucked up. I mean, I'm going to make fun of it, of course,
but it wasn't like a hack where it was 2 people acting consensually and somebody. Once again, every single time this has happened, it's been one of the people involved going, hey, newspaper, Look what happened to me. It's the same guy. It's the politician who said he wasn't going to do this anymore, whose wife is working with Hillary Clinton, and now he's done this, and now he's done that, and now he's done this, which is hugely different from just taking a nude selfie and having it on your phone.
Yeah, dude, I don't like, I think your private life is your private life. I just think he's using really bad judgment. Like, that's my point is, like, how dumb are you when, like, at least can you not just wait until the fucking election is over?
Right.
And the fact that he's using stupid judgment and sending out a photo like that is like, even if no one ever finds that out, like, what is your mind thinking that you're sending out a picture with your baby in it with the outline of your dick because you want the girl to see your dick? Like, that's just a weird kind of creepy.
Yeah,
right,
he's never lived down his name. But hey, thanks, guys. I love you guys. Bye.
Okay, thanks,
See you
man.
later. Thank you.
But I know what he's saying. Like, how come it's seen as, hey, this guy's so fucked up, but it's seen as a violation when other people. And I think the difference is when your private life is just hacked. He knows he's being targeted.
Right.
He's not a dumb guy, and he's still doing it. Like,
He gets catfished more than anybody I've ever known.
that shows you how powerful this thing is, though. It's like
It's an addiction. That's how you know it's an addiction.
Yeah, I mean that is one thing that says, like, you really are, man. In those moments, you're like, you're kind of
Powerless.
Yeah, I people don't believe that, but look at what this guy is risking and what he's throwing away. Like, I'm not happy to see him go down. Like, I don't think like, oh, fuck Anthony Weiner. I feel bad for him in a way, and in a way, it's like, come on, dude, you're just being dumb at this point.
Let's go to Ed in Maryland. Ed, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey,
Good,
Ed.
buddy.
So I just tuned in recently, and I was listening to you guys talking about the fuckity fucks and the emojis.
That's the other thing too. Like, his language is so fucking funny that to not talk about it is a crime.
Yeah, it's comical, but at the same time, you got to wonder how old does this guy fucking think he is?
Well, Sam pointed that out, that he wants to be younger.
So much.
I think what he's doing is sometimes when you're talking dirty, you want to be playful. So you, like, what he would probably love to do every text is go, "Hi, suck this," and send a picture of his dick. Like, that's what you want to
That
do.
might have sounded better.
It probably would have. It probably would have. But I think that a lot of times you're trying to ease into it because you don't want to get shot down on a level like that. So you're like, hey, maybe you give the little soldier a kiss. Like, you're trying to be playful so she doesn't just reject you.
He's just hoping that the other woman doesn't reveal her text that says, "Suck me, beautiful."
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's comical at this point. He's got to know that people are going to find it.
Yeah.
One of a few things is going to happen. I don't know if he's a suicidal type of guy, but this is the type of thing people just kill themselves, like the humiliation of it.
It's almost like you go so deep into self-denial that it's like self-denial, 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 suicide. Like, there's no...
Or does he finally, is this enough? Sometimes when you fucking lose everything, it shakes you. Like, again...
Dude, he lost everything already, though. This is the second time he's lost everything.
He hasn't, but now he's lost... But sometimes it's just you keep hitting bottom and bottom. Like, maybe and now he goes, all right, my wife is gone. I lost my jobs. I do this, or the rest of my life is ruined.
Yeah, but I bet he thinks he's so narcissistic. I bet he thinks I can fix this.
Exactly.
It's fine.
I think that too. Because there's no way. Yeah, he didn't quote unquote lose his wife, but there's no way that their marriage was in any kind of shape. Like, they weren't together. You know what I mean? Like, they were together in name and they lived in the same house, but that woman wasn't talking to that man.
A busted marriage. Yeah.
His marriage was busted. He had already lost everything theoretically. And then started to and then he thought he was going to get it back when he ran for mayor, and he lost everything again. He got like 3 or 4% of the vote when he ran for mayor. He really thought he was going to win, and he still...
Didn't he have a shot at first? Like, didn't people like him at first? Like, he was like, really?
At first, they were ready to give him a second chance, because he was like this young, go-getter politician dude. Like, people loved him. But then he had another sexting scandal.
It's so fucking... It's hard not to, man. Like, as much as it's fun to fucking goof on this dope...
There's so much on the line.
I know, but it really is, in those moments, it's hard. It's fucking difficult not to do it. You tell yourself all kinds of crazy shit.
Let's go to Kevin in New York. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, Sam. Hey, Jim.
Hi,
Hey,
Kevin.
buddy.
Hey, I know this is, his kid and all that, and the Post is wrong by reprinting this picture, but can't they come up on distributing child porn. I mean, come on, he's sitting there with a Woody with a little kid.
He doesn't have a total hard on.
They're just gonna love this.
No, it's not child porn. He doesn't have a hard on. It's just the outline. There's nothing sexual with him and the kid. It's not meant to be pornographic with a child. It's just in really bad judgment.
And by the way, they blurred out the kid.
Yeah, they blurred out the kid, and the kid's not in a sexual position. He's not being sexual with the kid. It's just fucking stupid. Like, how do you I don't know how you send that out, and think that a girl's gonna get turned on by that.
We got Bill Burr on the phone.
Wow. Hey, Bill.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, peoples?
Hi,
How's
buddy.
it going?
It's going good. Is this the Opie and Jimmy show?
Opie is off. Me and Opie are off this week. Opie's doing an afternoon show tomorrow, and I'm with Sam today.
Ah, all right. There's a familiar voice. How are you?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Just stepped on the scale. I'm like the fattest I've ever been. So I'm going to have an eating disorder for the next couple of months.
Well, how much did you put on?
Like 10 pounds. I went on this stupid vacation, and I was already overweight because I was in a writer's room eating donuts for no reason. Just because I didn't want to be there. You just start eating stuff because you hate your life, and then you hate yourself, and next thing you know, you got frosting on your lips, and you weigh almost $190. So
isn't it weird how in those rooms, whether it's a writer's room or it's a set, like for some reason it just doesn't seem real. Like you can eat whatever you want, and you feel like you can get away with it until you walk out, and you're like, what a fucking piece of shit I am. What am I doing?
Oh no, it's the worst. It starts. I watch people. It starts with the chips. Once you get the chips, then you got to get the candy to level yourself out. It's like speedballing, like heroin and coke the whole day. So I just started like packing a lunch, but yeah, I'm pretty. Oh my god. My wife's going, you think it's muscle? I'm like, no.
It's a sweet woman.
Yeah, she's a good egg. Where'd you vacation? Where'd you go?
Well, I did a run of dates over in Europe, so we were already over there. So we went to the Amalfi Coast in Italy, which I'll tell you is one of the most gorgeous places I've ever seen. But it's sort of like Italy's Jersey Shore in that everyone from Italy like goes out there on vacations. It doesn't have the animal of the Jersey Shore, but like the food was sort of subpar. I was a little disappointed with the food because it was just everything was like a gift shop, and they grow all these lemons over there. So everything in every gift shop, you know, plates with a bunch of lemons on them and stuff. After a while, it was just, yeah, so I kind of was just eating fish and pasta for the whole time, and I don't know. Whenever I'm over there for too long, I always at some point are like, do you guys have a McDonald's?
Yeah.
I need a little bit of American poison here just to remind me of where I'm from. So,
How far were you from the earthquake? Like, is that a different part of the country?
you know what? We left the day of the earthquake, but even if we had stayed, we wouldn't have felt it because it was like northeast of Rome, and we were like 2 hours south of Rome. So it'd be like if there was an earthquake in Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
Feel it down here in L.A. But
I finally took your advice, by the way. I'm going to Australia next week to do. I'm doing like one night in Melbourne and one in Sydney. So I'm finally leaving the country.
oh, dude, you're gonna love it. They're great down there too. And I got to when I go down there, you know, the half dozen guys that they bring up, you know, to come down there, your name always comes up.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a fun trip. I'm actually taking my manager like an alternative couple.
No, dude, it's gonna be great. The obviously the flight over is a bit of a drag, but that's pretty much an understatement. But once you get to Melbourne is awesome. Sydney's more like Sydney's like DC. Mine's
Okay.
kind of DC where it's a little more conservative, and Melbourne's like I would say more like New York.
I think my first night, I'm doing September 9th and 11th, and I think the first night is in Sydney, so I'm going in a few days early. We're actually off, and I'm only going to miss 1 day of active radio, so I'm actually going a few days early just to hang out.
How long are you staying there?
We'll probably go in. I think I'm going Saturday, and my first show is like the following Thursday or Friday, so I'll probably be there for 4 days before I work, or 3 days.
Oh, nice little trip.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but I've been telling people, I've been giving you full credit because I'm like, fucking Burr's been in my ear for so long. And it's like, I know that you enjoy these gigs so much and everyone else likes them. I'm like, I just want to go do it. It's like, if they're going to pay me to go, I'm stupid not to.
Yeah, you got to go to England and Ireland, Scotland. You'd murder over there.
Yeah, all those are eventual. I mean, this is just the first one. And you know, again, because of the radio show, it's a little hard to travel.
Oh, yeah. Well, Well, you just got to get rid of that gig so you can go make $300 in Australia.
Yeah, I know. That's the scary part. That I go, I'm going to venture out on my own, and then the gigs dry up, and I'm fucking like, oh no.
No, man, you're like every great comic, dude. You value yourself way lower than where you're at, man. You're gonna murder. They're gonna love you. You'll have plenty of money out there on the road. A nice cocaine habit, and you write the book. Hey, dude, how great was that last UFC card, huh? The 202.
Oh my God, fucking McGregor Diaz was really the whole card was amazing. The Cowboy Cerrone Rick Story fight. It was
oh my
phenomenal.
God. That was like Matrix level stuff. I was talking about that on my podcast. We punch him in the face, drop down to the stomach. The guy weaves to the right. He throws a left hook. Guy goes to the other side. And they kicks him in the face.
Yeah.
Totally flowed. It was like watching a karate movie. Like they had worked it out. Like, I'm going to do this. You hit me with that. And just the fact that he could do that in a split second was amazing. But I got to tell you, I thought the Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, I didn't know who to give that to. I thought it was like a draw. I thought Conor obviously dominated the first round and a half. And then I thought Nate kind of had him through round 4. And I don't know. I kind of understood what Conor was doing. At that point, I guess he knew he was up. And just sort of, I don't know. I didn't like that kind of the champ walking away, catching his breath, looking at the clock. That was a little weird for me.
I agree. That kind of bothered me too, whereas Nate actually gave him the middle finger in the ring at one point because Conor was kind of walking away. And it seemed like Conor gassed. I think it's the extra weight and his fighting style. It's a little bit harder to move that much when you have that extra weight on you. But, again,
I don't know anything about that. I just look at him like he's 5'9". And weighs 170. That's like my fighting weight. So he usually fights at 145. That's like emaciated, isn't it?
Yeah, or 155. I think he could fight at. He was supposed to fight at, and then this guy Dos Anjos he was supposed to fight hurt himself. So then he wound up going up and fighting Nate, and then they became this gigantic rivalry. But the kicking, the strategy he used to kick, Nate had no answers for. So I thought he fought really smart. I was very, very impressed with how good he looked.
I got to tell you, every one of those kicks, I'd be like, that'd be the end of me. That would be the end of the fight. One of those brutal kicks. If just a regular person. Oh, dude, remember that time that, I forget who the fighter was, came in and you let him kick you in the leg?
That was John Jones. Yeah, that was really a bad move. That was a stupid move.
You had this delayed pain where you were like, ow, and then I saw the second wave of it. I thought you were going to throw up.
John Jones was the one who decided not to make it as fun. Like, he was like, no, I'm going to let you know that I can actually hit you. I can hurt you.
He didn't hurt me. He put his shin in my thigh. And, it's funny you said throw up, dude. I literally felt like I was going to vomit. I stood there, and my system took like a shock, and I had to go to the bathroom like a fucking lady and splash water on my face so I didn't pass out. I was splashing. I thought I was going to vomit. I really did think I was going to vomit.
Yeah, no, those guys are a whole other level of they're a whole other level of tough, man. But that was such an amazing card.
You should look.
Every fight was awesome.
Bill, you should look online. There's a video of a guy named Fabricio Verdum kicking a reporter in Brazil. Like, the Brazilian reporter asks him, I guess he's showing him a move the way John Jones showed me. And Verdum kicked is a bigger guy and threw a harder kick. He doesn't kick full, but the other guy he throws a kick to the back of the guy's thigh and he literally puts him down. It looks like the guy is going to pass out.
There's a couple of these guys that are like they're like old school wrestlers that want to protect it, and they don't like the fact that you guys are like, oh, do a move on me, and they're going to go, okay, we're going to let you know that it hurts badly.
But that was uncalled for. He kicked him a lot harder than John Jones kicked me, and this guy just laid on his back, and he literally looked like he was going to faint. Yeah,
But can you ever really get mad if someone kicks a member of the press, though?
No, that's a good point.
It'd be one thing if it was back in the day, like all the presidents met where they actually reported, as opposed to now where like 3 guys own all the agencies. They're all a bunch of whores. So yeah, kick him. Go ahead. Give him 3/4. See how he handles that.
It is satisfying. Verdum said he kicked it like 25%, but you can see Verdum's trainer is like, after the guy goes down and he's like legitimately hurt, the trainer or whatever, the training partner comes over and he's rubbing the guy's leg. Oh, he said it was 40%.
40 is high.
But it wasn't nearly as high. And the other guy's rubbing his leg. Like, I think he knows he fucked up.
I love that the reporter stays down. He does not get back up.
Yeah. It's legit. He really thought he was going to. pass out.
40% with a guy like that is like getting clipped by a Prius.
Yeah,
Going about 15 miles an hour, right as the engine kicks in.
yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be in next week. I got a gig in Long Island on the 7th, so I'm flying in the 6th, and I'll be there. I was going to try to swing by the show the morning of September 7th. You guys going to be around?
You know what, buddy? I don't know. We are. I know Opie might be here. I think I'll be away. I think I'll be overseas already. Let's look up the 7th. I'll tell you right now, because I think that he's doing
Wednesday after Labor Day.
He might be doing a show there. I actually think that he will be here. I know that Monday, Tuesday we were off. I was gonna fly Thursday, so now I'll just miss the Wednesday because I was gonna miss Thursday anyway. So I think Wednesday there will be a show. So if you come in, I believe there will be a show.
All right. Well, hey, when you get to Sydney, I'm not a big fan of zoos and stuff. I don't think they should cage up animals. But if you go that far away, they got so many crazy animals, you kind of have to go. And I wanted to see a taipan, which is some snake that basically, if it bites you, you take half a step and you're dead.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they got all like the most poisonous snakes in the world. They got like 90% of them there. So I basically went into the reptile thing just to look at them. But looking at a snake behind glass is probably one of the most boring things because they're just sitting there. But when I went there, the taipan actually went over to get a drink, which I think they do once every couple of days. So kind of cool. But kangaroos are like giant rats. They're evil. Those things are evil.
Did you pet one?
Hell no.
Oh, you can't.
They didn't give you an opportunity, but there's no way it would. Dude, you read up on those things. Their front feet, when they go to kick you, they got claws. They dig into each other, but if they do it to a human, you literally get gutted. Somebody blew up something in front of you. You're walking around holding your colon.
Well, I'm looking at footage right now of a woman and the kangaroos just kind of hanging out with people. Are they wild there? They just walk up to people? Yeah, it's a wild kangaroo. Where am I going?
Well, I mean, they're not wild like squirrels. They're not just everywhere.
They're not in Melbourne, no, dude. It's not like you're walking in the East Village and a kangaroo goes. They're out more the sticks. You get out in the sticks, and all of a sudden a deer runs out in front of you. But that doesn't happen to you, as you wait for the A train. So you'll be fine. Okay.
Well, I actually, this thing looks really cute, and he seems to enjoy the attention from people. But I like to learn when they're going to strike, so I can be prepared for that.
Stay away from kangaroos.
They are. Every animal looks adorable on film, and then when you get up close to them and you smell them and you see their rotted out teeth and stuff, I'm telling you, that thing's like a giant rat. You don't want to be anywhere near it. I would, anyways.
It's using its tail. Wow, the tail is so strong. Watching footage on a talk show where he's got boxing gloves and he's just kicking the shit out of everyone on television. He's beating the shit out of everyone,
and he's kicking him too. You see him get his back legs up?
Wow, those legs are fucking horrible. But that's what you get when you're fucking boxing a kangaroo. Leave it alone.
Right.
How embarrassing.
It's like koala bears. Koala bears look adorable, and they will fucking tear your face off.
Yeah.
What's it? My wife showed me a thing. She goes, look at this video. Watch this video. It was somewhere over in Asia, and they have this walrus laying on its back, and one woman holds its flippers down by what should be its feet, but it's a walrus, right? She's holding those things down. And then the thing puts its flippers up by its ears and starts doing sit-ups. And my wife's going isn't that adorable? And I'm like, no. I go, you realize what they had to do to that thing? How many times they had to beat the shit out of it? How do you get a walrus to do sit-ups? The end result, the end result of the trick is always cute, like a bear riding a bicycle. Oh my God, that's adorable. And it is. A bear riding a bicycle is adorable. But if they ever showed a documentary on what they had to do to that thing,
they went through
that thing quit
multiple cattle prods.
Yeah, that's smashing its little bare feet. Yeah, this thing probably did not
smashing its bare feet.
This thing did not do a voluntary sit-up. They probably had to really fucking whip this thing into shape.
You don't think it was a natural talent that they just discovered?
No, they don't. They said when you tickle monkeys, like a lot of times they make that weird face, but they're actually in discomfort, but it looks like they're giggling, but they're not actually laughing. They're not enjoying it at all.
Well, when you tickle people, they're not enjoying it.
Well, sometimes. I enjoy it.
What the hell website did you just go on to watch people tickling monkeys?
Well, I've heard that in my travels. I don't remember where I heard of tickling monkeys, but in my travels I've heard that if you tickle them, it's uncomfortable. Right there we're looking at it, and it looks like you can't tell if it's crying, but it walks away. It's not happy. They said the monkeys hate being tickled. So just be careful, people.
Yeah. They hate that and being captive. Like, dude, I went to Costa Rica one time, and they had this little monkey pet when it was like on a leash or something like that, and I made the mistake of walking up and saying hello to the thing. The thing jumped on me, right? Jumped on me, wrapped its tail around my neck so it was hanging upside down, reached into my pocket, took my hotel keys, and then ran up the tree. It did all of this in like half a second, and then was looking down at me, laughing at me, kind of like, you know, all you dumb tourists keep your hotel keys in your front pocket. Right? So then I had to try to outsmart this thing to get my keys back. So I somehow got a piece of food. And it's a monkey. It doesn't have any pockets, and it had little hands, so it's got the keys. So it was this big, giant chunk of food. I knew it had to set the keys down. So where I set it, like it had to set the keys down and then go get the food. So when it set the keys down, I should have just let it get the food, but I'm such a sadistic, you know, human being that right as it went to get the food, I slapped it off of the little house, and then I grabbed the keys, and I turned around and ran, and the thing lunged at me. I literally felt its breath on the back of my neck going like, "Wah!" I got outside of its little range. I turned around and looked at it, you know, and I held up the keys. Like, it was really fucked up that I had to do that. So I went up to my bungalow, right? And it was like almost like in a tree fort. We were really roughing it, man. It was brutal, right?
Oh.
Hello.
You there, Bill?
Hold on,
Yeah,
you fade down a little bit. After tree fort, we didn't hear you, Bill.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Now
we can hear you now.
Yeah. So after like 10 minutes, I looked out the window and I saw the monkey sitting there all sad, and I felt bad, and I went up and I gave it food.
Oh, that's nice. So
It had a nice ending.
Yeah.
you bullied it, but the monkey knows you probably felt bad for it. Like, in a way, that's like a manipulation. The monkey kind of manipulated you.
No, I think I proved my point, though.
All right.
I proved my point. Listen, okay, you got me. You caught me. All right, I didn't realize you were a douche. Now that I know you're a douche, I'm going to use my human brain. I'm going to outsmart you. And then once you learned your lesson, I'll come back and I'll give you a little bit of Vegemite or whatever the hell I was at.
Wow, they really do climb on people. I guess they've learned that there's people keep food in their pockets and stuff. And
The people, I think it's probably...
They're not dumb. Dude, they had this other thing. Once I got to know it a little better and I wouldn't bring my keys over, then it just wanted attention. And the second it felt you pulling away, it would just grab your hand and start biting down on your thumb.
Oh.
And then you'd be like, and every time I had to outsmart the thing to get out. I went up to it like an idiot. Like by the third time, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But this was before that woman got her face ripped off by the chimpanzee, and this thing was a smaller one. But ever since that story, the lady without the face.
Charlotte Nash, her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really mess with anything. That was the one where I was just like, yeah, any wild animal.
Remember when we had
really
that?
Do a lot of damage.
We had that chimp,
Mikey, who I
Mikey
worked
the
with.
chimp.
I did a pilot with a chimp for MTV back in like 2003 or 4, right before we came back onto satellite radio.
But I remember like taking a photo with it.
Yes.
And like I put my arm around it because they said it was okay, and just touching it and realizing it is pure muscle.
Yeah,
it's like I shouldn't be sitting anywhere near this thing. It could destroy everybody around it.
That's why they had to shoot that Harambe, whatever his name was, because it's like they're so strong.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
They don't realize their strength. They're like little bags of cement, but they're really cute.
What was that? What was that story?
In the Cincinnati Zoo, when the kid fell into
They killed an innocent gorilla because a kid fell into the gorilla pen, and Harambe was trying to save it. I think
he was.
But then they shot poor Harambe because it had a child with it.
The kid fell in the... Do you remember that footage, Bill? The kid fell in the zoo. And this is probably about 3 months ago. And the gorilla...
Oh, yeah, and it was dragging the kid around by its leg.
Yeah, so they kind of had to shoot it because the gorilla might fucking break the kid's back by mistake. But, you know, they're just strong. I said nothing interesting there, by the way. I just said the gorillas are strong. No, good point, Jim.
It's one of those things you hate to see the gorilla die, but then if the gorilla, for whatever reason, you know, started whipping the kid around its head like a lasso, then all of a sudden the zoo, they're like, well, why didn't you shoot the gorilla? And had a kid.
Did you see the Cincinnati Zoo had to shut down its Twitter account because they were getting so many Harambe memes?
Oh,
because everybody's tweeting them dicks out for Harambe. Rest in peace, Harambe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's become a huge thing online because people were so obsessed with it that like an entire troll audience just started tweeting nonstop about how much they loved Harambe and poor Harambe and we miss Harambe. And they started doing hashtag dicks out for Harambe. And they started tweeting memes nonstop to the Cincinnati Zoo to the point where they shut down their Twitter account.
Were they not happy with the memes?
No, it's too much Harambe.
Oh, okay.
The internet.
I love it.
It's not fun. It's not fun for anyone.
I love all the Harambe
unless you're
stuff.
just a troll. Then it's a good time.
yeah.
All right, I got to take my dog out here, and then I got a radio tour coming up. So I just want to give you guys a shout out. Jim, I don't think I'm going to see you, so have fun over there. Stay away from the kangaroos.
All right, buddy. Thanks, and I appreciate you pushing me to do it. You were right. So hopefully I'll have a good time, and I'll see you next time you're in town, man. I'm sorry I'm going to miss you.
I hope you have a good time, too, because if you don't, I'll never hear the end of it.
I'm sure it'll be good. I think it's a smart move. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, buddy.
Take care,
All
Bill.
right, Sam. We'll see you.
Thanks, man.
Oh, that's good. Bill will be in town, so I guess Wednesday. He's coming in Tuesday, so he'll be on Wednesday.
September 7th. Yeah, for sure.
I wish I was going to be here for that.
You should cancel your Australia trip.
No.
We should take a break.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten.
Yeah, well, we've been going for a while without
No one here
taking a
gets
break.
eggs. What is it? I'm an eggless boy.
We don't know what you want, James.
Huh?
I don't know what you want.
Well, if the boy is eggless, get the boy some eggs.
You know, Sam jokes, but that is a damn good bit of advice. I got to have some egg whites with avocado.
We'll have Derek get you.
I know by the time they come, we'll be back on the radio.
Well, poor
You just
Derek.
eat them while you talk.
He's been too big. He's been back there mourning Harambe, and he forgot to get you your eggs. That's the problem.
Yeah, where's...
He's mourning Harambe in the back room.
What does that mean?
Rest in peace.
Morning.
Dicks out.
Oh, morning. I thought MOU. I thought morning Harambe was like an expression.
That's the name of the show. I want to name the show Morning Harambe.
I'm all for it.
I would be. All right, so Thursday's show is going to be Morning Harambe with Jim
we'll
and
vote
Sam.
on that. Yeah, we'll put a little Twitter vote. Morning Harambe with Jim and Sam.
If we name the show Morning Harambe, but we spelled it MOU, we'd be the hottest show on the internet. They were like, you got to tune in to Morning Harambe with Jim and Sam.
Yeah, all right, yeah, Morning Harambe with Jim and Sam. I'm fine with that. That's a great name.
Isn't it a great name?
Yeah.
All right, good. So we'll get to work on that. We got to talk about Gene Wilder when we get back.
Oh, I got to promote too. I'm going to. I got a bunch of gigs in Pittsburgh. I got to be in fucking in Australia. I got Minneapolis coming up. I got Nyack, New York coming up. I got Toronto.
West Nyack?
West Nyack, yeah. The week before I shoot. Oh, October 7th. That's the one. I'm doing my special. So it's their general admission tickets, which is, I think, better because people always complain they can't sit where they want to sit. We're doing GA this way because the camera kills. This way no one's actually moved out of the seat they paid for.
Great. Well, everybody check those shows out and go to
I hope so.
Jim Norton.
I hope so.
JimNorton.com to get all the dates. We should talk about Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
And we should also talk about our friend who had bad luck at the Mets game.
Yeah, I heard that didn't go well. Didn't go as expected.
No. Travis, do you think we should hit on that today?
100%.
Okay.
It's more important than Gene Wilder.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like that audio?
Yeah, I just like the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a good, I want to talk to you about too, Jim. There's a good McChicken story that I don't know if you heard about. Travis, did you see McChicken was trending?
I did, and I meant to check why, and...
You're not sure what? You really don't know why?
I really don't know why.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you guys. Stay tuned. We'll be back
Goodbye.
In a moment.
Oh, wait,
no, not goodbye.
Wait.
We'll be back.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
No, we'll be right back.
All right. All right, you just got to keep leading me.
I'm not.
Lead me in the humor.
Welcome back.
Don't go back on the air yet. It's fucking stupid. I told you, ask me questions. I can riff.
I'm doing fine.
An asshole.
Anybody else could riff.
Give me some riff material.
Welcome back. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Said it wrong.
How are you supposed to say it?
Sam and Chipper Show, Chipper and Sam Show, Sam and Chipper Show with Travis too.
We'll be back here also on Thursday morning.
Yes.
From 8 to 11. Tomorrow, Kevin Smith will be on in the morning again.
Yes.
And then Opie, I believe, is doing an afternoon show tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I heard with Jim Brewer and Chris DiStefano. That's
that'd be good.
what I heard. So I'm sure they'll be good.
And then, of course, I'm on every night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh.
The Sam Roberts Show.
Why don't we just call this the Channel Sam? Guy was bad at improv. Why don't we just call this the Sam Network?
I just mentioned a whole bunch of other shows that, have nothing to do with. But Gene Wilder died yesterday.
Good.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the net. Let me see what else I have.
No, that's. I'm happy. It's funny. I asked Sam when I came in. I'm like, that was you and I that went, right? And it was you and I that went and watched him speak at the 92nd Street. Why?
Yeah, I was glad to have gone even then because it was pretty obvious because he's been even. I saw that interview, and that was what 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago at least.
In that voice.
Because I'm not sure. It was a question.
I know, but you could just say, what was that, 3 years ago? You went 3 years ago?
Okay, well.
Flirting with me. That was like your verbal emoji. Stop winking at me.
That was my little purple demon face.
Yes, it was.
Well, how long ago was it?
About 3 years.
Oh. And people are still, they were posting it yesterday as one of the last long-form interviews that he did at all.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, he really didn't do much. You remember when he was talking, like he was very happily, I think, out of show business and performing. And he just liked being at home with his wife, writing his books, drinking his tea.
Yeah, and they said I didn't realize he had been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in '89. I didn't know he was sick for that long.
Yeah, I didn't either. And he had Alzheimer's too.
I didn't know that either.
That's what he died of complications from.
What are complications from Alzheimer's? I thought you just forgot shit. What happens to you that can kill you?
That's what it is. You forget. You just stay asleep. You die.
No.
I don't know. Your brain disintegrates.
Is that it?
I think so.
Was he that fucked up?
No,
maybe.
He wasn't that bad.
He wasn't.
His nephew said, like in the statement, that he was still able to recognize them and everything, and he didn't have it as bad as everybody else, but they chose not to tell anybody.
Oh,
the statement, like, he was such a sweet man, and the statement was just as sweet as like why they didn't tell anybody that he has Alzheimer's.
They didn't want to bum people out, right?
Yeah, he didn't want kids on the street to say, "There's Willy Wonka," and then have an adult explain to them, this grown-up disease. And
why is Willy Wonka eating his hat?
Is that chocolate?
Hey, there's Willy Wonka. He's smooching a car. Mama, why is Willy Wonka making a phone call with a brick? He's a little loopy.
So yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah,
you don't want the little kid's dreams being shattered like that.
Simply
that's all you
bear
want.
The idea of one less smile in the world.
He's
just a nice guy.
Like in the movie when he bit into that little Daisy cup and it was actually like a candy. Except he's like biting into glass mugs. He's totally lost. He's wearing that stupid purple jacket everywhere. Smashing plates and trying to eat glass.
Mama, where's Willy Wonka's pants? Why is he crying on Fifth Avenue?
I don't know.
Is that what they do?
They don't want to know what the questions that kids would ask.
He thinks he's in his candy factory again. Just eating rodents off the streets.
Yeah.
If you want to view paradise.
Oh no, Mama! Why is Willy Wonka singing in traffic? Mama, why are people beeping at Willy Wonka? Why is Willy Wonka wearing a hospital jersey, shirt, whatever it's called, gurney, whatever the fuck you wear, Johnny?
Is that a team?
Hospital shiznit.
He's got his purple velvet coat on, his top hat, and nothing else.
No undergarments.
His genitals are showing. And he's just singing all your childhood favorites from the Wonka movie.
Yeah. Oh, no. I've got a golden ticket. And it's a pile of shit in his hand. Oh, no.
He's got a firm log asking everybody, who wants the last Wonka bar?
Who wants to eat a Wonka bar? Oh, no. He's just touching little people, little Oompa Loompa, rubbing their faces.
Right.
Oh, no. Poor Gene.
Poor Gene. He thought he was in the chocolate factory.
Yes.
He's breaking into places, thinking he's got the secret code.
Mama, why is that man naked on the elevator yelling, go sideways? Oh, he used to be an actor.
Don't you worry. He just hangs out with his genitals exposed on public elevators going, it goes sideways and diagonal ways, every way you can think of.
He's a little loopy.
He's got his stick out going, and I've pushed every button except one.
Hey, I'm Gene, and I'm getting wild. I
mean, you didn't even let the last punchline hit. It was like kind of Still had some steam, you know? just to throw it in there like that kind of discredits everything we had to build up, and then just come to such a stark halt. It's alarming. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess rest in peace, Gene Wilder. Then
keep riffing.
I was. The only thing that bummed me out, and I was talking about this a little bit last night, was like everybody's on Instagram, you know, and they're all first of all, they're all referring to him as Willy Wonka, and I'm like, I'm sure he didn't, you know, as much as he's a sweet man, he did other things too. Yeah. Like he doesn't want everybody just referring to him as the chocolate man.
Young Frankenstein was a fucking masterpiece.
He did every Richard Pryor movie.
Sure, Stir Crazy.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles. He did.
Yeah,
he did everything. But
Silver Streak.
Yep.
Producers. But
everybody was also posting photos of him and Gilda Radner and going like, "Oh, I bet they're meeting in heaven right now."
No, they're not. She met someone. She's been up there for a long time.
Well, I was about to say that's really fucking terrible news for his wife, who's still on Earth. It's like, it's like, what? I thought he was the love of my life.
Yeah, we got married. Now he's back up with her. What the fuck?
Yeah, that sucks.
Imagine if his wife just started trashing him publicly now. Well, you know who he's fucking.
Well, I've seen the photos. Those are old photos, Mrs. Wilder.
Yeah, they're not new.
They're not new. Well, still, everybody's saying it. Everybody wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't true.
So what kind of complications from Alzheimer's? Like, I don't know what Alzheimer's does to you that you have...
It fucking kills you dead.
But how? Like, Glenn Campbell's still alive. He was a mess.
Is he alive?
Yes. What?
Man, oh man, is Glenn Campbell alive?
I don't know. Somebody better. We need someone here that we could who can just Google stuff.
He's right behind you. His name's Adrian.
Taking a bite of my motherfucking
ass. Yeah, I guess he's alive. No reason for him to be. There's no clue where he's at. He couldn't know less.
There's no change with my eggs. $20 for eggs.
$20. That's how much they cost. It's New York City, bro. What do you want? Were you a Gene Wilder fan, or did you... Oh, no. That's not true, is it, Adrian?
Bladder and bowel problems. Well, did he have cancer, too? Oh, that's a possibility. That's
not...
I love Gene Wilder.
Yeah, you were a fan, right?
Oh, my God, was he great.
That's why I was so excited to see him. Because he had as I was saying before, he'd bowed out of show business kind of completely. And you remember when he was doing the interview, he did not like kind of what had happened.
Right.
With show business in general and his career and everything. He didn't like the direction that he had gone in, but he didn't really have any choice, so he just kind of bowed out.
Yeah, the last thing he did was 12 years ago.
Right.
Will and Grace, and he won an Emmy, and then he never did anything else.
How many episodes of Will and Grace did he do?
I don't know.
Did he do a bunch?
I think he had like an arc for like a season, but he did enough to win a guest spot.
I like Haunted Honeymoon.
What?
That movie, Haunted Honeymoon. It was one of the last movies he did. It was in probably like early 90s. Dom DeLuise was in there with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dom DeLuise. Rest in peace. Those Cannonball Run outtakes.
Yeah, that's right.
You just laugh.
That's right. When did it come out? Oh, 86. It came out earlier than I thought it did. I used to watch Haunted Honeymoon when I was a kid.
Saying Haunted Honeymoon.
That's the name of the film.
I know, but you're saying it a lot.
But that was the title, Haunted Honeymoon. I
don't know if I've ever seen that one.
It's not that good, but I watched it a lot when I was a kid.
He was the best yeller in movie history.
Oh, he's the fucking greatest.
No one screamed better than Gene Wilder.
And it was funny every time.
Every time he yelled, it was funny.
Yeah. And he was, he was just good at all of it.
You ever see Willy Wonka?
Yeah, of course I've seen Willy Wonka. That was, we just referenced, we did like 24 Willy Wonka references a minute ago.
I wasn't sure if you've seen it.
Of course, where do I get the references from?
Oh, it's kind of going off my vibe.
No, I wasn't going off your vibe, but yeah, I've seen the movie Willy Wonka.
There he is. That's Willy Wonka.
Yeah, no, I know who it is. On
the right.
Is that which is your favorite Richard Pryor Gene Wilder movie?
Stir Crazy.
Yeah.
Silver Streak was funny. Then, Look Who's... Oh, no.
He wasn't in Look Who's Talking.
No.
You're thinking of Bruce Willis.
I was thinking Which Way Is Up. This was Hear No Evil, See No Evil. Was not amazing. And there was another one they did.
Oh, yeah, I saw Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Yeah, it was okay. By that point, it was kind of done.
That was towards the end.
Yeah. It was for both. For Richard. I think he had MS by then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we did get to watch him talk for an hour, and then that woman introduced us, which was really nice. I'm really happy we met him.
Yeah, got photos.
And he was like, Jim, I love your stuff.
He didn't know who you were. He did not have a clue.
You didn't hear him say that?
You know, I was right next to you,
Dude, he's like, Jim, I love your stuff. That shit you guys doing in the morning is crazy.
No, he didn't. He did not have not one idea who you were.
I said I wanted to do a movie with him. I'm like, how about like a sequel to Young Frankenstein? I call it Younger Frankenstein, where I'm like the funny, crazy guy and you're my foil. He's like, that's awesome.
No, he didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
He didn't say that.
I did my Gene Wilder impression for him.
How does it go?
Yeah.
That does. You're right. He was good at yelling.
Yeah, my
that's not something anyone can do.
No, it's not. My throat's a little sore.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Yeah, but I thought,
Another You. That's the other one I was thinking of.
He was fucking great. Gene Wilder.
Well, Blazing Saddles we're forgetting.
I said Blazing Saddles.
I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah. There's so many good lines in Blazing Saddles. All those movies, like when you could stand next to Pryor and be his straight man and still come across as
just as funny, yeah.
Yeah. Then you know I don't know many people that could pull that off.
I remember seeing Stir Crazy when I was in 7th grade, and that was when the trailer for that. Can we find Stir Crazy trailers? Because I remember the trailer that everyone in school was talking about prior when they were walking into jail, and he's going, "That's right, we bad." Like that was the trailer that was mostly played, so that was what everybody thought of. And let's see this. Wow. In 1980, I was 12.
You to serve 125 years.
Have you got the right case?
Columbia Pictures presents Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
I have my head overhauled for listening to you.
Together again in Stir Crazy.
I can't feel nothing in my leg.
One's a little too
Gene's
good.
leg.
That's Grossberger, the biggest mass murder in the history of the Southwest.
Nobody has ever.
Movie trailers used to be very low energy.
Honestly, talked with that man.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
One's not quite bad enough.
They got this Korean doctor just set foot in this country. Make sure you don't get him.
Yeah.
He's the one made the mistake on me. Korea.
How do you go?
Nobody would see this movie in 2016.
No.
Nobody's attention spans can hold up to this movie trailer.
Prisoner?
Wow.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Excuse me.
This is not the trailer I'm thinking of.
Just that same.
Wilder and Richard Pryor in Stir Crazy. Only these two guys.
That's right, the guy hanging on to him.
And get framed for robbing a bank.
Nobody would watch this.
Stir Crazy.
It's a good movie.
That's right, we bad.
That was the big up. It was a different trailer I'm thinking of. But that was the one that made everybody wanted to go see it. And I remember my grandmother, we lived in Jersey. I was a Jersey boy, as you know.
That's not what you called yourself.
Jersey boy, spelled B-O-I. And my grandmother drove me into New York. It was playing here. And I remember the movies were $7. And it was so expensive to come see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the language. She was a trooper, though, back then, because she didn't like that kind of language. But I loved it so much. And I remember the cursing. I was so embarrassed. I was like afraid she was going to make me leave. Because, Richard Pryor, Gene's like, what is that? They were in jail and he's transcribing something. And he goes to Richard, what did that guy say to you? And Pryor's like, man, I don't fucking believe you. Man, I don't fucking believe you. Fabulous. And the language was, I was like, oh no.
You know you're going to get in trouble?
I was going to get in trouble, yeah.
Did you?
No, we watched the whole thing.
Let me go to Kristen on Rhode Island, or in Rhode Island. Kristen, welcome.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Really nice to talk to both of you. I listen every single day. So I wanted to explain to Jimmy about how Alzheimer's kills someone.
Okay.
I am a hospice nurse, so I work with Alzheimer's patients. That's like mainly what I work with. And so basically, because they're losing function in their mind, they're losing function in all their other ways of living. So they basically slowly stop eating, stop taking care of themselves, and pretty much, kind of quickly.
Do dogs get Alzheimer's? Because that's what happens when dogs get sick. They stop eating and all that stuff. Do they have Alzheimer's?
I don't think oh my God, if my dog gets Alzheimer's, I'm going to be in the fucking mental hospital. No, I think dogs just know when they're dying, and they just kind of
just go fuck
quit.
it.
They just give up, and that's why they go and hide somewhere.
You know how a dog knows he has Alzheimer's?
Oh my God, what, Chip?
He starts going meow.
Oh, Kristen.
Oh God.
Thank you very much for clearing that up. I appreciate that.
I felt like I had to. So that's,
Okay, that makes sense.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. Thank you, Kristen.
Thanks a whole big bunch,
You're
miss.
welcome. You guys have an awesome day.
All right. Goodbye.
This says, as your pet ages, it can develop canine or feline cognitive dysfunction syndrome, which is a degenerative brain disease similar to Alzheimer's.
In humans, yeah, I just said that.
You didn't say any of those words.
Yeah, I did.
Jeremy in Vermont.
Yes.
Hey! Having some maple syrup?
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, I love that shit, but I don't actually eat a lot of it, but it's good, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, I was just calling to let you guys know it wasn't Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder and Blazing Saddles.
I didn't say that. No, I wasn't saying them as they were in Silver Streak. I wasn't saying them as a combination. I was just actually looking at Gene's IMDb and just read the name of the film he was in.
Right.
Okay, because I was trying to think, I'm like, no way, that guy was not in that movie. It was just some other random black guy.
It was Cleavon Little.
Yeah,
it was Cleavon Little. And Pryor wrote a decent amount, but I heard the issue was that Warner Brothers didn't like Richard Pryor. And I think him and Mel Gibson had some kind of Mel Brooks had some kind of a weird fallout over that because he thought he was going to be cast in the movie, and I think he found out that he wasn't in the movie by Cleavon Little. I think like they were friends, and Cleavon goes, "I'm doing this movie," and I just don't remember the story from years ago, but that was that's supposed to be Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I'd heard that too.
I heard History of the World they wanted Richard Pryor for too.
Oh, really?
Another Mel Brooks movie, yeah. Maybe Richard was just difficult.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody that has stories about him not being difficult.
No, Bustin' Loose, they talk. I forget the director of Bustin' Loose, but he was saying that Richard was very difficult.
Yeah.
What did Gene say when they asked him about Pryor? Didn't he say, like, wasted time and wasted talent? Like,
yes.
He loved him. He said when he was good, he was the best, but he wasted a lot of his talent and wasted other people's time.
Right.
Because he was never showing up on time.
Right, yeah. And I mean, and I'm sure that's why he missed a lot of opportunities. Obviously, he did fine for himself, but, like, those are classic. Like, honestly, the Richard Pryor movies are good. Stir Crazy still holds up, all those things, but they're not classics. Like, Blazing Saddles is a classic. And Stir Crazy, and I can't think of any Richard Pryor movie that you would consider a classic.
Silver Streak is a classic comedy. It's not as good as much Blazing Saddles.
But do you think it holds up? Like, Blazing Saddles legitimately holds up. Like, you could watch Blazing Saddles now.
Yeah, I would say. Oh, he couldn't secure financing for the project with Pryor in that role. Wow, so he's made a co-writer of the script. Cleavon Little played Bart. Due to the controversial nature of Pryor's stand-up routines of the day. Oh, and his background. Okay. Did not get that. Which is funny. That's a good question. Any Pryor ones that are classics?
I don't really think so.
No.
I mean they were funny.
Only, yeah.
But his stand-up speaks for itself. By the way, it's hilarious that, like, a movie like Blazing Saddles didn't want Richard Pryor's controversy when the whole thing is just as controversial as Richard Pryor's material.
Yeah. But I think that was, they just didn't. You don't think Brewster's Millions is a classic?
It's like no.
I'm joking.
No.
How about Holy Moses? I love Blue Collar. We're not talking about Pryor, we're talking about Gene Wilder, but Grease Lightning was really good. Car Wash.
No,
Car Wash is kind of a classic comedy.
But they don't hold up like
no, they don't.
No. None of them do.
The Mac, Lady Sings the Blues. He had a pretty impressive fucking Mod Squad. When he was in the Mod Squad Pryor, I have a check issued by Aaron Spelling for $5 to Richard Pryor that I own.
You do?
Yeah, I got it off eBay.
How funny would it be if it was fake?
No, it wouldn't be funny.
I bet it would not.
No, it would not be
You got
funny.
it off eBay? I'm sure it's fake.
No, it's not.
It's definitely fake.
No, it's not. It's real.
You have a fake Richard Pryor check that you bought off eBay.
No, I don't.
How much did you pay for it?
$2,000.
Oh, you got ripped. It's a fucking fake.
No, it's not.
It's definitely fake.
No, I don't know.
Did it come with a certificate of authenticity?
It did.
Oh, well, then in that case, it's 100.
And a picture of Richard Pryor holding a pen. So you're like, oh, he's probably signing it right after that.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to get that picture. Why would they go to all the trouble of getting that picture if it wasn't real, right? It's fake. It's definitely fake.
It's not.
It's 100% fake. We should talk about our friend who is at Citi Field.
He's not my friend.
We haven't talked about him in a while, but y'all remember Bobo, right? Bobo was at Citi Field. I got this over the weekend on Twitter. I'm friends with the stadium reporter. Her name's Alexa Dat. And she didn't realize that it was Bobo, and she doesn't know who Bobo is. I had to text her and be like, you just had Bobo from our show in the car with you. And she was like, well, he fucking blew it.
Oh.
He really blew it. Because Bobo, who, you know, we all know from the years on this show, he hasn't been on the show in a long time, which you were saying, Jim, has been a real hindrance to the show that Bobo hasn't been around?
No, you're incorrectly paraphrasing when I screamed, thank God.
I see. That was a thank God. You were happy.
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake. Bobo, all he's got left is the Mets. Like, it's all he lives for, right? You know that. He's a Mets fan. He would come in here.
He's bandwagon.
You think he's a bandwagon fan?
He's not a real Met fan.
The only thing that would take away his hard-ons from looking at pretty girls was talking about the Mets, because he would just concentrate so much on them. So, he's at Citi Field. Somehow he ends up in all these positions. I don't know. I guess when you dedicate your life to being a Mets fan, you end up doing this, because it was a couple years ago, he threw out the first pitch at the, it wasn't the Mets, it was the Mets Farm League team.
Oh.
Right? Right, Travis?
The Cyclones.
Yeah. Right, yeah, it was the Brooklyn Cyclones.
Yeah.
And it was one of the worst first pitches you've ever seen.
I would hope so.
I mean, it rolled.
Yeah, he's not an athletic guy.
To the catcher. But then, I find out he was at Citi Field on Saturday. He went to the Mets game, and they do some. Oh, here's Bobo's first pitch for the Brooklyn Cyclones game. Like, he just throws it on the ground.
Can we see that again? Oh my God!
He just look at. He just.
Oh, he stinks.
He just threw it right on the ground.
He's awful.
He angrily threw it at the ground. He probably made holes.
That
in
was
the grass.
really bad.
It was really bad.
That was bad even for a non-athletic.
He isn't.
Oh, he's who the fuck are you tipping your hat to?
He's doing the Jeter hat tip.
He's tipping his hat.
Well, he's Jeter in that moment.
Why are you tipping your hat?
There he is. Bobo, there he tips the hat.
Yeah. To who?
To all the Bobo fans that were in the audience.
There's 7 people there, and he's tipping his hat after the worst pitch in history.
It really wasn't a good turnout.
No.
It was not a good turnout. So he ends up, after that catastrophe, he ends up at Citi Field over the weekend. And they were doing, one of their games that they do during the TV commercial breaks where they, try to keep the fans all excited because they're at the big game. And he gets on the big screen. And they have a convertible out in the middle of the field. Now, my theory on this is things went awry because Alexa is a very attractive girl. And Bobo, his challenge was to answer Mets trivia questions. Now, Jim, there's a lot wrong with Bobo.
Yep.
There's a lot he does not do well.
That's true.
If you had to pick one person to answer Mets trivia, Bobo might be your guy.
I don't know.
You still think he would let you down?
Yeah. I don't think he'd do it well.
He just has a tendency to do that?
He just likes the word Mets.
You don't think he knows the actual information?
No.
Well.
Or if he does, it just goes away quickly.
Right.
He has it for a minute.
And then it just flutters away like a butterfly?
It just goes away. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
His brain, the butterfly is knowledge, and it lands on his brain and then flutters away. That's a good way to use it. Look at it.
He's a flutter brain, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Fool.
I do believe he has Mets information. I think it is stored away in that rotten brain of his.
Okay.
But I think that you got it. So the gimmick is that you're in this convertible car. He couldn't win the car, could he?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know what
I hope not.
I don't know what the prize was, but
I'd
it was
love
like,
to see him in a convertible. Rain. The seats are getting wet.
I thought you meant like JFK.
Oh, no. Or fucking Jane Mansfield.
I would love. Bobo had no idea how to bring the roof up on the convertible, so there's just all like in the winter. There's just snow in his convertible, like in the back of a pickup truck, except all over his driver's seat. So he gets in this convertible, and he sits next to Alexa, who's going to ask him 3 Mets trivia questions. And if he gets all 3 right, he wins. He did not get all 3.
Oh.
He said on Twitter that he was told the first 2 questions ahead of time. Not the answers, but I'm sure he Googled the answers because he answered them very quickly.
Oh, and then the third one he wasn't told ahead of
Third one
time?
he was not told ahead of time.
Okay, do we know, is this video all 3 questions or just the last one? Huh? I don't know. Okay, well then, play it. It's hard to hear the question.
He's on the fucking...
That's it. The car's parked on the field.
Wait, he's on the City Field monitor?
Yeah! He's on the big screen at City Field.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in front of, see, look at his stupid face.
Oh, my God.
He's in front of everybody on the big screen at City Field. He's on the field. Everybody's looking at him. This is his moment.
Okay.
He got the first question right. Was something about Cincinnati, but he did.
Hear.
Travis, you're right.
It was where did the Mets clinch the postseason last year.
And he answered immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, go on to the next one. Okay, so hit pause, Adrian. That was the second one, was like 300th hit as a Met or something. Was that it? Win? 300th win as a Met. He got it right. Real quick. Okay. We're 2 in. So far, we're 2-0. You feeling good about this?
Yeah, he got them quick.
Right, he got him real quick. He's on the big screen in front of everybody. I just love, too, that he's become such a stupid celebrity that, like, people saw him on the big screen and had to, like, tweet videos instantly, like, it's Bobo!
He has a little Mets outfit on.
He does. He's got his blue and orange t-shirt. He's got his Mets hat. This is his big moment. But I'm telling you, he doesn't do well with attractive women.
No.
And I do not think that being in a convertible with Alexa was the best place for him to do this challenge.
She's really hot.
She is.
Final question. The last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts.
Okay, hit pause.
The last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts.
That one we heard crystal clear.
Sure.
The last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts. Okay, well...
Go back a little. I want to hear her question and his answer. It's cool that he got 3 questions right. Good for him.
I don't want to hear the answer yet.
Okay.
But let's hear the question again.
Okay.
The last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts.
Because what do? You break it down by, like, you got to start thinking, first things first, Mets pitchers.
Pitchers, yeah.
Yeah. The first thing you do is think pitchers. Then you have to think, okay, consecutive starts, that means he started... Okay.
Well, pitcher home run. You got to think who's pit out because it's so rare in the shit National League.
Who was a good hitting pitcher?
Yeah.
Right.
You think he was thinking any of those thoughts?
Well, I don't know.
Or was he just staring at the girl?
I think Alexa distracted him a little bit. All right, I'm ready for his answer. I want to find out. He's at least, even if he gets the answer wrong, he's at least going to have a pitcher.
Yeah, he's probably going to say something like Jesse Orozco.
Okay.
Or he might mention a relief pitcher.
Ron Darling.
Darling. Oh, Ron who, though? Don't call me that.
Ron Darling.
Is that a good joke I just made?
It's not a good joke. I wouldn't even categorize it as a joke.
Let's hear what he said.
Tom Robin is correct. Final question. The last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts.
This is the VIP section. It's the VIP section here now.
Lenny Dykstra.
He said Lenny Dykstra. And he did his Bobo hands. He went, that would be, and he does his, like, pointing at nothing.
Lenny Dykstra.
And he goes, that would be, Dykstra.
And the name Ron Darling popped up. But Lenny Dykstra's not right. That's not even close.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not? Explain that to me.
Because he wasn't a pitcher.
He wasn't?
No, he wasn't.
How could he think that was the answer?
That's a terrible guess.
Even if he did pitch, I don't think he would have pitched in consecutive starts.
Dan Marino is just as good a guess as Lenny Dykstra.
Why? Because they've pitched as many games?
Yes. They've had as many consecutive starts. That's just as good a game, as good a guess. Bill Murray is just as good a guess as as Lenny Dykstra. Wow.
Now, Bobo did have an explanation on Twitter for this.
Yeah.
Oh, did he spell idiot right?
No, he misheard the question.
Right. Bobo said he heard the question wrong.
Yeah.
Which I believed. I don't know Mets trivia the way Bobo does, but Travis is a baseball guy, and Travis, you did the proper research. Travis took the answer, Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah.
And he figured out, okay, what is the only conceivable question that Bobo must have heard?
Well, Bobo said, I misheard the question, thought it was who hit a home run for the Mets in back-to-back postseason games.
Who hit a... Okay.
Completely different words.
No, starts.
Yeah, that's
pitch,
postseason.
and pitcher. Yeah. Didn't she say pitcher?
She definitely did.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
The only thing similar there is back-to-back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought Lenny Dykstra was a pitcher.
He did.
He's the worst.
Mr. Mets fan thought that Lenny Dykstra was one of the great pitchers that the Mets have had.
Who's your favorite center fielder? Doc Gooden? Fool.
Oh, Bobo.
You don't think he did well?
He really embarrassed himself on that one. He really, really embarrassed himself.
He was so embarrassed that he told people on Twitter not to bring it up in front of his mother.
Why? Do you think that's her biggest shame? Do you think now nothing else has been a problem up until now?
Years of proud moments just ruined.
Yes. Oh my God, Lenny Dykstra. He literally could have said tomato, and that would have been as accurate a guess.
Right. It is nice to know, though, that it's been a couple years since we've heard from him, and not much has changed.
Nothing has changed.
He still looks exactly the same. He's showing up wearing his Mets gear, and he thinks Lenny Dykstra
pitches
would be the pitcher.
Wow. Gene Wilder.
Oh. Henry Rowan Gardner would have been a better answer.
Yeah, at least he was a pitcher. Oh, poor Bobo.
Boy, how embarrassing.
You think he felt embarrassed sitting in the car?
Pretty great to drive back.
Yeah, he did.
Off the field. Lenny, I thought you said... Do you know how many people he probably said that to in the back who didn't give a shit? Just guys cleaning up. I thought he said... And walk away.
Right. No, you didn't, Bobo.
You think he told everyone who was sitting around him?
He did. No, I actually got it right, because what I thought she said was...
Yeah, if she would have guessed, she would have said that.
No, I think she was looking at me.
No.
I think she was looking at me. No. And
that was literally the worst guess I've ever heard.
I mean, I might as well have done that trivia contest, and I don't follow baseball whatsoever.
Would you have gotten that right?
I wouldn't have gotten the question right, but I don't think I would have guessed Lenny Dykstra. At no point, nothing in my brain makes me feel like Lenny Dykstra was a pitcher.
Brock Lesnar is as good a guess as Lenny Dykstra.
I would say, what was that, Stone Cold? Yeah, it's just as good.
That's literally the worst guess I've ever heard of anything.
He really thinks something of himself.
What do you mean?
What is this? I don't understand this.
Steve Bartman is
that the Cubs guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I asked everyone at Media Goon and Seven Line not to turn me into the Steve Bartman I'm Flushing.
Because people think that everybody... Like, we just care because we know idiot Bobo. The only people that care are the fact that know him from before because we know he's a moron.
Yeah, one guy's blamed for keeping the Cubs out of the World Series. Bobo missed a question.
Yeah, one guy predictably gave a stupid answer.
Yeah. Yeah. One guy shocked the Cubs out of what people thought would be their World Series win. The other guy gave us exactly what we expected.
Yeah, another guy gave stupid answer number 4,871.
Another guy did exactly what we thought he would do.
Yeah. No difference.
Nope.
No difference.
Bobo.
That's embarrassing.
And then Sam, didn't he lose his tickets?
Oh, yeah. He was on Twitter, and he was saying he wanted everybody to stop tweeting him because he lost his Mets tickets to today's game, actually. I saw him on Twitter. He said he had Mets tickets for August 30th, but he lost them. And he was tweeting at Mets to find out if there was a replacement program for them. They didn't get back to him.
No.
So he asked that everybody stop tweeting him. It says, just don't ask or mention anything about my lost Mets tickets for the game on 8:30. You know what I will tweet, but I might not be tweet on the day. That would have been the day of the Mets game. I would have attended 8:30.
What? The fuck is he talking about?
Lenny Dykstra.
I will not respond to any tweets until after the game on 8:30 unless someone gives me Mets tickets of value to the ones I lost, section 129.
And again, unbelievably, Bobo is still not taking an ounce of personal responsibility.
He's
None
not,
of it.
right?
No, he's sitting there acting like he's a victim for losing his own fucking tickets. He lost his Mets tickets. And he's acting like, oh, this is something against him. Like he's the victim here, when in reality, he's just a buffoon.
He's the culprit. He's the sloppy culprit.
He is. He's the $10,000 idiot fugitive.
He really is the careless ticket holder.
He's a complete moron. And the Mets, it was like all he had, you know? And he
how does he have 197,000 followers?
Because somebody on Twitter thought it would be funny. We still don't know who it was, but somebody on Twitter thought it would be funny to purchase him fake followers. So he's got more followers than a lot of people. For a while, it was well over 200,000.
How do you do Twitter audit? What's that mean?
It's just like it's a website called Twitter Audit where you can put in a username and find out how many are real and how many are fake. Okay, so they used a very good source because this Twitter audit says 74% of his Twitter followers are real.
That's probably true.
That's not true at all. It bounced up to 197,000 overnight.
Oh, they're saying that's real?
They said it's real. They obviously used a good service. For a while, he was well over 200,000.
Wow, that sucks when bots unfollow you.
Yeah, no.
Do you know how awful you are on Twitter when automated programs are like, this guy stinks at Twitter?
Boring Twitter guy.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Bobo.
Who's Ninja B he was talking to there? Why do you have to put AKA Willy Wonka?
Well, that's his commentary on the matter. You know what I mean? That's how people know. Oh, boy.
Who's that?
Just it's an Asian chick. I'm sure he's getting catfished again.
Oh, the account's tweets are protected.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Let me see what did he say to her?
What did Daniel say? Happy birthday, Ninja B. You truly are an amazing person and have a positive effect on every life you touch.
Ugh.
That means they know each other. What positive effect has she had on his life?
Exactly.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of my favorite movies and was part of my childhood.
Gives a fuck.
He really is a unique snowflake, isn't he, this Bobo? He really is.
Not a part of anyone's childhood but yours.
One of a kind. Oh, cool. It's nice to know that Chip has permeated into Bobo's Twitter timeline.
I know, they're fairly similar.
You think Bobo gets the Twitter the Chip character for all it's worth?
No, I think that he really just likes Chip. He's a cool guy.
Some of it's funny. No, I get it.
It's all Mets tweets.
See? I told you. He's like a Mets super fan. All he does is care about the Mets. And he still got the Dykstra question
Why
wrong.
does he think Dykstra's a pitcher?
I don't know.
I know Dykstra's not a pitcher.
You knew that already going in?
Yes.
Did you know that before you interviewed him?
Yes.
You did?
I did.
He didn't know that.
He thinks he's a pitcher.
He's a Mets super fan.
Well, why is the guy telling Bobo he's a fucking piece of shit?
Bobo tweeted R.I.P. First of all, he wrote RIP. He didn't write R.I.P. Capital R, lowercase I.P. Gene Wilder, a.k.a. Willy Wonka. And then Pepsi is P cool. Responded, you fucking piece of shit.
And then he addresses it. Why? Because I said he died? It's a real fact.
I'm glad he got into this conversation.
Wait, fair enough. I rescind my shit comment.
Thanks. I also like Pepsi. Did you not see the Jeff Gordon hat that I wore? I think he thinks it's a real Pepsi account.
He's saying I like Pepsi? Like, why would Pepsi, the official account, call you a fucking piece of shit?
Oh my God, Bobo. Why is he allowed to do anything by himself?
No.
He just screws everything up. Oh my God. Did you hear Brock Turner's getting out of jail?
Yeah, good. He should have went to jail to begin with. What did he do?
Think so?
No.
Raped.
Well.
Yeah.
He's a good clean-cut kid.
Yeah. He's probably learned his lesson, right? He gets out on Friday, so he'll be back in time for school. I hope they let him back.
I do, too. He's a good kid.
Just prosecutors had asked 6 years about his 3-month reduction is based on good behavior.
That's right.
Though his release date has been listed as this Friday since shortly after his conviction.
Oh, that's good.
So he went in with a good attitude.
Good. Yeah, and he was a good prisoner.
You think so?
Sure, model prisoner, good kid.
I don't even think he went to jail. He just, not like, whatever it is, whatever's worse. I don't know what's worse, jail or prison. Prison is what you go to for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Jail is what you go to when you're, like, in court.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went to jail. He didn't go to prison.
No, he went to, like, county lockup or whatever. They probably protected him.
Yeah, of course they did. Gave him a nice meal and everything.
Good kid. He wasn't able to eat his favorite foods, his mother said, so I'm hoping that he's okay. Poor kid.
I just hope he's still able to swim.
I hope so, too.
You know, that's going to cost him. Not being able to practice for 6 weeks in jail, that stinks. That's a stinkeroo.
I know.
That's not good. But it'll be nice that he's back walking the street. He'll probably be very popular on campus, I would imagine.
He's a good kid.
You think so?
Yeah. Good kid, had one bad night.
You see this, huh, Jim? You see, like, good kids take a bad turn every now and then?
Oh, absolutely, Sam.
Right.
And I don't think that, I don't want to see his life ruined over a bad turn.
Right. Do you think anybody will remember it when he gets back to school?
Nah, but it's water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge.
We've all paid our debts to society. If we can all start fresh, I think that would be fine, right?
Absolutely.
I think so, too.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
It's about time he walked these streets again.
Yeah, I mean, 3 long months, his life's going to be, tainted.
Yeah, he didn't get to see Stranger Things when it came out on Netflix.
No, he hasn't been able to eat his favorite foods.
Right.
Mom's upset.
Right. Poor kid. He'll catch up, though.
I hope so. I hope he's all right.
He'll just binge Stranger Things. That'll be fine.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That'll be fine. We should take another break to catch up.
How about the mustard?
Not ketchup. And I still want to, speaking of ketchup and mustard, I do want to play for you the McChicken Sam. Do you think that's a good closer for today?
I think Mr. Norton will like it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to explain to you, after we get back from break, I'm going to let you know why McChicken was trending yesterday. You excited about that?
Doesn't he sing for the Rolling Stones? Motherfucker looks like a chicken.
We'll be back.
I want to put lyrics to this. Dance Party USA. Dance Party USA. Dance Party USA.
Welcome back to the show, although it's one of the worst welcomes you could possibly get. There's no way.
You think that was good?
That you feel welcome coming back to that.
Dance Party USA. Dance Party USA.
I mean, I can't imagine that anybody is still listening after that. That would just be such an immediate rapid fire.
You don't like feeling good. You
jump
like being
to the dial.
Up.
No, I don't mind feeling good. But that's just not how I felt there. You know what I mean?
Pick me up.
Yeah. I understand. We'll be back here Thursday morning.
Yeah, we have a guest too.
Jim and I.
Thursday morning.
We'll be on with Dan Soder.
Yeah.
On Thursday. He's going to stop by for a little bit.
I was happy when I got that text last night.
You were?
Yeah. My friend was happy too.
I texted Jim and said Soder's going to come by on Thursday.
Ah, nice.
And Chip responded, I'm thirsty.
You probably didn't get it.
No, it's not soda. Soder. Dan Soder.
Probably didn't get it.
I got it. He'll be here.
He's on Millions.
It's Billions. The show is called Billions. Why would you try to take a little away from him? Oh, I thought it was just Millions.
Oh, whatever. He's on Trillions.
But he will be here with us on Thursday.
I haven't seen Soda. We asked him last time, but he was doing a table read.
Yes.
He's very busy.
Yes, he was. He did my wrestling podcast. He knows a lot more about wrestling than I thought he did.
Oh, does he?
He was all the wrestling fans really liked him. So
I do. I do a lot of the wrestling guy impressions.
It's weird. I've never invited you on my wrestling podcast. You know,
you should. I'll do anybody you want. I do like Macho Man.
Could you do a little like Macho? Because I've heard.
Hey, what's gonna happen when the craziness happens? Hey, brother, I'm going to tackle you in the wrestling ring.
Who's that?
Hulk Hogan.
It is?
Uh-huh. Hey, brother, I'm going to take you down to the mat and run you around.
What? Do you do Andre?
I'm so much taller. You're a little person.
Okay, so Arnold do you do, but do you do Andre the Giant?
That was Andre the Giant. That wasn't Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, can you do Arnold then?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, I hear the difference. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very good.
I'm a little sleepy. I like 8 to 11 better than 7 to 10. I'm a little sleepy, but it's nice to get that extra hour, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. And again, if I wasn't doing nights, it would be real nice to figure out how to actually schedule something.
Sam and I have an announcement to make. We're gay.
No, I'm not. I'm not part of your announcement. I'm not.
Come on, join the team.
Yeah, no, I'm heterosexual still. I'm sorry, dude, but you got to talk these out with me before you do them.
Well, you said like I could just say it whatever I wanted.
No, yeah, I said you could say whatever you wanted about you. You just read the room wrong.
That's true.
Totally wrong.
Well, it was an announcement. You wanted to make an announcement?
I didn't want to make that
big announcement. Sam and I are gay.
No, we're not. No, we're not. But I have a
How about some congratulations on Twitter for the announcement Sam and I made as friends? Two gay friends helping each other.
I don't want any congratulations because it's not accurate.
Come on, it is.
It's not true.
It's not to be ashamed of.
Oh.
I like women a lot, though.
As what?
I just enjoy women.
You do?
Yeah. So I'm not really gay, but you wanted me to say it like that, so I said it like that.
Well, then what is that? No, because I'm not gay.
All right.
you just made that
Apparently
up.
You didn't hear the announcement.
That's not fair.
Sam and I are gay.
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
spread that.
They just tweeted from my show, from Sam Roberts' show account. Congratulations to not Sam and Jim Norton, two gay friends helping
That's
each other.
nice. That's all right. It's the official Sam account says it's true.
No, I don't. I think that's just stupid, Adrian. Oh,
That wasn't the announcement you were hoping for.
No, I didn't know what announcement you were going to make. Maybe you're going to plug dates or something.
How do you feel, by the way? Trump is saying that what's his name, Kaepernick?
Yeah,
if you remember,
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, he was referenced by a delightful young lady we had in studio as being a friend.
Right.
Not standing for the anthem. I don't know if I have a problem with that at all.
I don't give a fuck if he stands for the anthem or not.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is saying he should get a country that works better for him. Well, that's a protest thing. That's kind of what you should do if you don't like something, if you protest it.
Honestly, he is not, like, he was very good at football, you know? He was very good at football for like a season. And now he sucks. He's injured all the time. You see Charlie Sheen's response to the Kaepernick thing?
No, what is it?
Charlie's all fucked up.
At least he's learning.
Yeah. Watch this. TMZ caught him. You can start playing it, Adrian. TMZ caught him.
How'd you feel about Colin Kaepernick not standing for the for the national anthem, man?
Charlie?
Is there any truth to the Major League 3 rumors?
Charlie's not responding. Now he is.
Ammo 3? We're going to give the people what they want.
Are you going to be like the Behringer?
Let him talk. Let him talk. Colin Kaepernick? I get both sides.
Do you support what he did there?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, nice, man. Thank you so much.
Wow. He's very drunk.
Yeah.
He's very, very fucked up.
Well, at least he's taking care of himself.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Yeah, but I mean, look.
I got AIDS and I'm drinking and smoking. Charlie really is going down swinging. He's living the way he wants to live.
Yes, he is. He's all right. He's got tiger blood.
Yep.
He can do whatever he wants. Who cares? He's a football player.
It's not, if you want to pray, he doesn't like the way cops, I think, are treating black people.
Well, he should, his coaches don't like the way he's treating other football players. He sucks. He should focus on just like being good at football and not really worry about anything else.
I don't mind the approach. I don't care about that ritual of singing the national anthem before the game. I get it. It's nice, but if you don't want to stand, don't stand.
No. And the idea that you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
It's totally against everything. Yeah. Like, you're supposed to stand up because you want to. Not because it's like, no, whether you believe it or not, you need to stand for it.
So if people really don't like what he's doing, then don't ask him why he's doing it.
Right.
Ignore it. Like, that's how, if you think that it's stupid he's not standing because he's making a statement, don't ask him what his statement is or whatever, and then get like he doesn't want to stand, don't stand.
And they're all worked up because season opener, or, right? The season, is it the season opener that's on 9/11?
Oh.
Yeah.
Opener. That used to annoy me, by the way, when guys didn't stand. One of the Blue Jays would, I think it was Carlos Delgado. Yeah, now I'm at a point where, like, just who gives
it doesn't
fuck?
matter. Like,
Somebody
stand, sit, like, just fucking shut up.
Kneel. Just naming other things.
I guess you could
squat.
You can squat if you want, but I don't know why you
balance.
Would. We're out of time.
No, we're not.
On the show.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
And you know what that means?
Fucking,
You're gonna have to wait till Thursday to find out why the McChicken was trending.
It's a social media nightmare after a sexual video featuring McChicken.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to wait on it.
You don't think I'll look it up before then?
You probably will. I'd love to hear your opinion on it anyway.
Oh, by the way, the UFC podcast is out if you want to check that out.
UMC.
Yeah, the UMC. And I'm in Power. So if you watch Power, I have a part this year.
Oh, yeah. Sway was just complimenting you on it, but he was just being nice.
No, I felt that was a very sincere.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think so.
You didn't think it was a nice, real compliment?
Mm-mm.
I thought it was a real compliment.
But a lot of people are talking about Power.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so...
I haven't seen my parts because I'm only on season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing catch-up, and I...
Ooh, playing catch-up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that you have fun with your TV shows.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just playing catch-up with this right now.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You're not behind a couple episodes. You're playing catch-up.
That was I'm a fruit. I shouldn't have said it like that.
True. All right. So we will be back here. You watch Jim on Power... You download the UFC podcast. You go to jimnorton.com for all the dates in Australia and Nyack and all over the place.
And Sam and I have a big announcement Thursday morning. Oh, no, we made it.
No, we don't have any announcements.
Well, do you remember the announcement?
Yeah, of course I do.
What was it?
You guys are gay.
Okay, cool.
No, we're not.
Together.
No.
So what?
No, we're not.
What are you? All right, no, we're not.
It's 2016.
No.
Who cares?
I'll be back on the air at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight for Sam Roberts Show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking to the audience.
I'm just saying. I know you're going to be on.
Are you okay with him spending so much time away from home?
Yeah, it keeps us fresh.
And Kelsey Cook will be on with me.
Yeah, we should have Chelsea this morning. It was stupid. I didn't think of it.
I was bogarting the guests.
Yeah, I know. I should have asked her to come on.
Yeah.
I like Kelsey.
Yeah, she's good. She's a lot of fun. But she'll be on tonight, and Kevin Smith will be on tomorrow morning, and then Opie will be on tomorrow afternoon, and then we will be back Thursday morning. No more gay stuff, though.
Sam right now is talking to a mirror. He's reminding himself.
We'll see you later. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Wait.
Sirius 206, XM 103. This is Opie Radio.